beats, and the beans. How's it going, Cosmic Rock? How's it going, everybody else? How's it going, Joseph?
Good morning, Conrad. Good afternoon. Good evening. We're a little bit earlier today. I bet our friends in the UK are happy about that. Our friends all across Europe who normally join us almost an hour later and never on Wednesdays. But hey, it's the Alpha Season 2. We're here. It's Wednesday. We fixed everything with the chat. So we got everything ready for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show. Today is March 9th, 2022. I almost forgot what month it is, friends. It's 5:18 p.m. my local time, but it may be March 10th, Mario Day. For those of our friends out there in the Asia Pacific region. Friends, there's a new president-elect in South Korea today. Very interesting bit of news that has nothing to do with the Sandbox game, and here on this live stream, we're going to play the content that has released in the alpha over the last 2 days, because unfortunately yesterday, due to some technical issues, we wanted to make sure that the folks in YouTube got links properly. And to that point, Conrad, we're going to be giving away 5 different NFTs here on this live stream today. 1 is a Wizzy the Green hat. 4 will be Alpha Season 2 passes. Conrad, what do you think about that?
Well, what I think about that has nothing to do with the echo that's going on in my voice, supposedly. So let's go ahead and try and adjust that before we drive some folks mad. But there's going to be 4. Yes, the echo is now deserving. 4 passes. Did I
4 passes today on this live stream. Conrad, remember the thing that I was trying to do with you, where I could make it so that I could hear you really well through vMix? We talked about it on the pre-show. It took a little longer to get started because of it.
Right.
Well, you can just deafen me on Discord now. It's all good. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you got to do, because I had to meet you on Discord in order to not have the echo. Doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen,
can you
Conrad
hear me now?
and Conrad. Conrad, when do you think we should do a form giveaway for an Alpha Pass today?
Oh, I mean, while we're trying to figure this out, we might as well just pass one out right now, right?
All right.
Is that okay with that?
That sounds good. Over on twitch.tv, youtube.com, and going out to Facebook soon, you can get the link to fill out the form for an Alpha Season 2 pass right now. Right now! There's only 108 people in the chat. This thing blows up to as many as 1,000 people on a live. So if you're here early, you're here right now for the early portion of a stream that's going to go earlier and going to go longer today. This is your first chance to win an Alpha 2 pass.
This is early.
That's right.
Don't worry.
That's right. Ilmead's relinking it there. I'm going to link it one more time for our friends who are coming over from twitter.com. If you're joining us, you're trying to get yourself a URL, trying to get yourself a form filled out so you can win an Alpha Pass.
Okay, Joseph, you got me better mix there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Now you're like the same volume as I am.
Discord, that makes that a little easier so you can't hear me twice, but I want to make sure that you can hear me crisp and clear.
Oh yeah. I'm good now.
We're good now? Okay.
C Capital says close that form already. I'm not doing that yet, friend. Not doing that yet.
Oh yeah, we closed it right off the bat. Like, technical difficulties over.
There's only 87 responses. There's 123 people in the chat. All right. I love it. Friends over in Korea say the red ribbon really goes well with the skull in the middle.
I was just reading that. Fresh style like an Alpha Pass character.
That's right.
I'm representing some Halloween merch from my beautiful fiance's stream. It's part of her set that's limited edition. There's a giveaway happening right now.
That's right. Fact. The link is in there. The link is in there as you were asking for it. Elite. All right.
Right. Most people come into
137, 138 responses. I'm going to close it when he gets to 150, I think.
150?
150. We're at 145 as I say that. 148. 151. I closed it.
There we go.
Woo! That's a surprise launch of an Alpha Pass.
Ready? and then they're like, "Hey, when giveaway? When giveaway?"
Yeah,
like
you
right
know what?
off the bat. And
You weren't here early. You know what? But we're gonna do 3 more of those plus a Wizzy hat throughout the duration of this live stream. We're planning to go for 3 hours here, folks, because we missed you yesterday. We missed our friends in the sandbox. And let me tell you something.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You guys are going to have more chances. We got 4 different experiences to run through today because we missed some from yesterday. Today, unlock the Way to Zalia and the Zalia Sanctuary, which represent the Oracle's faction. And as development goes later, we get through more of these alphas. We add more features. You'll learn more about what that actually means. In the meantime, we've also got the Villa Deluxe that unlocked yesterday. We didn't get a chance to play that together. And the Dungeon of Dummies, which is the highest concentration of quests over the last couple of days. This is a single player experience. And I'll run through that here on the live. But before I do that, Conrad.
Welcome in Rock 808 with your raiding friends. How's it going, Sand Fam?
Thank you for raiding Rock 808. You just missed the first giveaway.
We just did our very first giveaway for the evening. There's 4 going out.
It's close. And the first 4, yeah. Chat's like, close already.
If we win, but we don't have ETH in our wallets, do we get a chance to get some ETH in there for the gas fees? What do we do if we lose our prize? Don't worry, friend. You got time. We'll make sure that you get what you decided to sign up for.
Yes. One thing to note is if you don't have ETH, it's worth like the $50 or whatever it may be to invest it in there, because the sand that you can claim is going to be worth considerably more than the ETH you might have. I mean,
it's 500 sand for Alpha 2 holders?
Yeah, 500 sand minimum, plus the additional bonuses. Right. Rock 808 pointed out earlier, which is a good point. I saw it over on Twitter. I don't have it so I can pull it up right now, but I saw it on Twitter. They said, hey, we're a little bit behind the curve. So if you're thinking about contributing to the community contribution here to increase on the community booster, we're currently at 21%. And according to Rock's math, we're just a little bit off target of reaching that 100% to see this reward of 500 sand actually double to be 1,000 sand per person. But I don't want to leave you guys waiting anymore on that first giveaway that we did as soon as we dropped the live stream. A little secret giveaway, all right? 153 people were able to submit before I turned that off. In the opening, just 7 minutes, that form was there. Number 42 is the winner. The answer to the universe and everything.
Life itself.
Life itself. Over on YouTube.com, I'm going to read the longer form, a little snippet for context for you from your email, Creative Visions, but also known as BT, over on YouTube.com. You're the winner of the first Alpha Pass from this live stream. And before we give away all the rest of them throughout the rest of this live stream, before we play this content, I want to talk about distribution. So I forwarded all the winners over to Max just today from the rest of the week, when we went from last Thursday coming up to this Thursday. So now those are in. That means that starting now, the winners for today won't have their distribution tomorrow of the pass, but don't worry, you'll still get your reward. That'll come the week after. So just keep that in mind. BT, congratulations. That's right, BT. I see you in the chat. You're a winner of the first of 4 Alpha Pass giveaways on this live stream today. What's up, Conrad? How's life?
I'm just excited. We got people hype up in here. And
there's a lot of hype.
You know what, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Joe, there's so much hype going on. And you know how I miss my day 1 appointment of the month to get my hair cut and my beard trimmed and make myself look nice, because I decided to trip to the hospital instead. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've been thinking about it, and what's a good pastime reward to get my Fu Manchu excuse in here? Because if this community happens to get over 2K viewers, or if we get this community boost really going, I will shave down to a Fu Manchu.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So if the chat completes the community booster? You're trying to throw a little extra juice in there?
If we can get something exploding here, if we can get the support making these chats blow up, so we can get just so many
I don't know,
people,
chat. What do you think?
I'll do it.
So, if you don't know, it's a bit of a dated term, but the Fu Manchu style in the U.S. is where you just have this part of the beard,
biker,
and like
biker mustache.
one. Do you have the one long bit in the middle?
Oh, I can do it. Oh, you know I can
could do it.
too.
You could do it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Let me know, chat. Let me know if this should be a different community boosted challenge.
Should we add additional challenges? Because I'm not touching my beard, friends. I'm sorry. I mean, I need to shave it down. I'm a scruffy looking dude right now.
I'm all in on the Sand Fam. Let's go. Let's get the good vibes rolling.
Somebody says handlebar mustache. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Friend Soul Cancer. Really curious. Is the community booster all or nothing, Joe? Or is it
the community booster is not all or nothing. You can actually see that the total rewards are estimated right now already. You can see my base rewards of 180 because I've completed level 2. I need to get up to 30 more quests to complete level 3. The boosted rewards would be 38 and the base rewards 180. That's currently based on this stake.
There we go.
You know, but of course we want to get every bit of sand we can. So we're trying to hit that community booster, trying to work together.
And Rock 808's having some issues with some viewers getting locked out of the Sandbox Discord at the moment. How do we get those folks back into the Discord? How do we get them?
I don't know. How were they locked out? The question is,
figure out them details.
Yeah, if you could send me some, Rock, I'll try to figure it out to the best of my abilities. I am not. Wait, maybe I am. Scrolls up.
You might be now.
Scrolls up.
Hold on a second.
I am staff again, so I can do stuff again. I can do stuff again. So I could unban them if they were banned for some reason. Sometimes, you know, there's a whole bunch of nonsense. There's a whole bunch of nonsense.
So many bots.
There's a lot of stuff that, like, you can't see until. And just yesterday, I was like, hey, can we fix this?
Is it possible if you could turn up my mic volume just a little bit for Chilios for us?
Can I? I can. 1 second.
I'm doing my best to speak up for you, but otherwise I'll try and get closer for you. There you go, Chilios.
Oh, yeah.
And can we have the Sandbox at the NFT? I'm hosting an NYC. Oh, Frankie? I'm not sure. We might be able to...
For partnerships and meetups and things like that, you'll want to reach out to contact@sandbox.game.
Right. That's a whole different kind of event. But if you just want us to look at your material, give you a little critique or something like that, and send it on in.
All right. Some 2 out of 30 quests, Conrad. We've given away 1 alpha pass on the live stream, but I'm feeling like before I really get into it, I also wanted to hit on a couple of things here because, of course, we were out for a day. So the first thing is today, posted hours ago, you can see the current alpha season 2 contest, day number 5. Is a ticket day. Show us your raffle tickets. Difficulty level? Easy. Daily contest.
Oh, there we go.
So you go over here, you take a screenshot of the current tickets that you have, and you share it through the alpha contest page. All right, so if you haven't already done it, make sure you're participating in all of these opportunities that you have, as this is the last one for this week. It has to be done before I think it was 10 a.m. UTC, something like that, in order for it to be valid for the very first week's opportunity to claim a Season 2 Alpha Pass. All right. Another announcement. The first ever pet-friendly experience in the Sandbox. Dogami. Mm-hmm. All right. Walk or skate around the Doga House skate park. Meet other Do gamers and discover hidden secrets of the Dogami history, all while exploring NFT interoperability. All right, so there's a partnership. You can look at the details over at sandbox.game.medium.com. And I'm running right through, real quick. Land of Serenity, where friends gather and oracles share the ways of wisdom. Making Mother Nature proud. The Way to Zalia and Zalia Sanctuary are live now. We're going to play that. Then we've got Villa Deluxe and the Dungeon of Dummies open to all. And this is a bit of a pivot. There was expected to be a different instance that would have opened today. So if you have that map, and you're wondering to yourself, well, this was supposed to be something else today. There was a change made between the Dungeon of Dummies and that. I believe they just got flipped. And then I wanted to feature this community creation while we were in here because I thought it was really cool. And I don't know where it goes, I don't know how it develops over time, but this is created in the software VoxEdit. If you don't know, this was created by Maxi Mac in the chat, I believe. Now it says Maxi Mac in your name. Outside Inside 3 over on twitter.com. And they tagged me in it. They tagged Lucas and Alex earlier. Super cool sword. I was excited about.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool.
I made this animation that as it goes through, the text pops out of the interior of the sword itself. And it says Sand Fam on it. And you guys came up with this. The chat here came up with this together. And I just love seeing that kind of translated. You can see the full animation in this quick video right here. And it was just a really nice, cool sword. And I think it's a great example of something that you guys could, create that comes through organically. That if, let's say that Maxi Mac had an opportunity to publish this on the website at sandbox.game. They save it, they publish it into the marketplace down the road. I think this is a perfect example because of the organic creation of the phrase Sand Fam. That this would sell exceptionally well if you were intending on selling it, because people just want to have that sense of community, that sense of engagement, right? And so it's a highly desirable asset
for the culture.
Exactly. We've got opportunities out there, to pick up loads of different assets, and there's been super cool, like flashy things, and this is super cool in another way because it's all about direct, kind of like you, Conrad, and the shirt that you're wearing today from your fiance's stream and their attachment to that culture, that group, right? And so this is the same sort of thing. It's essentially making an NFT style merch related to something organic that you made, So I was super happy to see this. I thought it was really cool. And once again, I encourage people to, as often as you like, tag me over on Twitter so I can see these and showcase them when it is appropriate. And you can see my notifications literally live already rolling in. Like I'm starting to get down to like one notification a minute on Twitter right now. And I love it. Because I could just sit here. Literally, I have one of my screens that has a service called TweetDeck that they offer where it'll just roll. And I'll be like, oh, that was cool. Click while I'm doing my work or doing whatever, Well, let's get into it, Conrad. We got 4 experiences to play and not that much time. I don't know if 3 hours is going to be enough. We'll see what happens. How many people are in chat right now?
While you're rolling and checking out folks in chat, I got Crypto Azulu asking, when will we get these quality of life updates come? A lot of people seem to have trouble going from experience to experience.
Sure. Well, it depends
every
on...
day we're getting little hot fixes and quick updates, it seems.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, in terms of network integration and things like that, there was a user that we raided, in fact, just like 2 days ago, right? We raided this user who was living in Brazil, and they were talking about how they were having an issue connecting to the server. And they weren't really talking about it. They actually did the opposite of talk about it. They were live and they were having an issue. We raided them just kind of as I do. I like to raid new people every day. It was the first live stream they'd ever done. And we were able to raid them with the sandbox. And they're trying to connect and they were having an issue. And I said to them, if you're having an issue connecting in your local region and it's not your internet quality, it may just be the proximity to a server. And, I don't know exactly where all of the content deployment networks are out there. But if you're having an issue and you're living in, say, South America, or you're living in, maybe you live in, Sudan. Just off the top of my head. And you can't connect. Try to use a VPN service to put yourself in Europe or North America or Japan, China, South Korea, something like that. Connect yourself to those areas and see if you have a more reliable connectivity when you talk about loading the main server, access, because I think that, to a certain extent, we obviously we're deploying more all the time. You if you participated with PandaPops in the hide and seek that they played on the live the other day, you'll know that we are testing things, because there was over 60, maybe 70 people in this hide and seek game that they were playing. And that's more than you can have in an instance. So, as I mentioned before, somebody may have just uncapped it.
Right.
So, let's jump into it. Let's jump into some. Conrad, if you have any more questions as they come through, or if the chat, of course, has questions about the Sandbox game, please feel free to ask it. It doesn't just have to be about the alpha experience. It could be about the game maker. It could be feedback-related things.
Anything. We got Joseph, the man here. He is the well of experience when it comes to the Sandbox. I'm constantly learning every stream with you guys, so... I'm tooting the horn for him here.
We've been doing it a few days. We've been doing it a few days.
This is the time.
All right, so I'm going to jump here quickly.
Right now,
yes,
as you're jumping around, I got Rock 808 questioning again. There was a time when most of us thought we were getting up to 500 sand if no community boost, and 1,000 sand if we achieve the community boost.
Yeah.
But things have changed to now that the boost can win something between 500 and 1,000. Just looking for some clarification here.
Sure. Well, you can see that. I think you can see the clarity on the website, right? When you look at your rewards, you're seeing your total rewards, right? Assuming that you have a pass. It's measured, right? And the indicator is how much of this is my base reward, how much is my boost. Now, you can see that the boost isn't an additional 180, which I think is the critical thing, right? Because when you think about 500 to 1,000, well, obviously, my 21% of my 180 is 38. So that's where that portion matters. If we can get 100%, then you're doubling your 500. So ideally, of course, we don't want to be at the 21%. But, this requires community participation. And I mentioned on the other stream that to continue to back this, if you haven't already, check on your staking page, and you're seeing the community staking score is going up, so it's good. Your new earnings, any sand that you have earned, if your claim says that you can claim it, then claim it and restake them. I did that. I had something like 100 new sand that I had generated over the week, maybe a little more, and I could claim it and I could stake that. I expect to be receiving or buying up. I think it's like I have a buy order pending for like 1,600 more sand, and I've got 200 on the ETH network. So I'm going to transfer that over, and I'm going to add that to the pool. And as an individual, I may not benefit from that, I guess, in terms of tickets, because I've already hit my ticket amount. But if whether you have or you haven't, getting it for the community, I think that's a really good thing. So I'll be doing that just to get everybody. Go back to the rewards section, so that everybody can get that boost at ideally 100%. We're still close to target, but not quite. So I agree, Rock. We want to boost it. We want to get everybody together.
Right. Our friend Nifty Steps here says, how much to publish a created item? Just kind of depends on the context there. What are we looking to publish it in?
Yeah. So regular users at this time, like the non-artist approved folks, you don't have an opportunity to do that at this time. But I can tell you why. It's because you'll have about $40 to $50 in ETH gas fees to mint an asset, not counting the fact that you're also consuming ERC20 tokens that the general public doesn't have access to yet, which are catalysts.
Right.
It's the slots or rarity defining feature of an asset, and gems, which is the traits, the power, the magic, all those sorts of things. So if you're considering minting them now, of course we want it to be out there in the public hands But what we are waiting on is moving it to the Polygon network because we want to mitigate those fees for you. We made a commitment also, 6-8 months ago that we were moving to Polygon and contributing to, tree growth in the Amazon and other regions over the world. I think there's, in the Sahara as well, like there's a barrier that protects a good portion of Africa from the ongoing creep of the Sahara, or the desert there. So if we're doing that correctly, we would wait, and because ETH isn't moving to layer 2 or like proof of stake too shortly. It's meant to be in the near future, but not fast enough. So, and then the other thing that we're waiting on with that is the authorization or the certification of our smart contracts to say, yes, they are legitimate. We've had, I think 1 out of 3 companies already certify it, but we want to make sure we have multiple certifications before we go live with it. So, and that's just assets. That doesn't count the other aspects as well.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Rick Grimes? What's up, Rick Grimes?
It's always more in depth when you ask the question. You always get back 10 times more information. So hard to absorb sometimes, folks. Don't be afraid to ask again, because I know I'm going to. But as we move
there's
on,
a lot in the noodle, man.
Joe, how come this stream didn't show up on the official list? How come these streams? What is going on with this alpha and these streams right now, Joe? Where are we?
Oh, well,
when can they find us this week and the next week and the rest of this alpha?
I want to leave like a vague and dumb answer, but I don't want to be mean. So every weekday okay, let me rephrase that. Every day that there is new content in the alpha, we're going to be live here with you, which means every weekday. Whoops, I didn't hold shift, and now I fell. So we're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, our time, Thursday, Friday. So that may be if you're living in Europe, if you're living in Asia, if you're in Africa, that may be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday for you. But we're here. We're gaming, having fun, answering your questions. I rolled off. There's a ladder right here. I like it.
We got a question: skate park or steak park? I'm going with the steak right now because I'm starting to get a little hungry. But
wait, what happened?
Starting to get on some different meaning here.
Did I type something wrong? Where did that context come from?
I have no idea. I'm just fantasizing now. We just had a question from Crypto.
Steak park?
Yeah. Steak park.
It's a pretty good park.
That
sounds like a lot of fun.
Now.
Well, wait. Oh, I think I misinterpreted that as like a beef.
No, we're
steak.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we're all sorts of puntastic with that one.
That's delicious.
That had some deeper meaning. But
pun.
we move on with some of our questions, Joe, because they're never going to end, folks. Don't worry. If we end up missing one of your questions, just let us know. I'll try and get back to it.
Oh my!
But this is like that information clearing. And real quick, Joe, for the lovelies inside the chat, what instance are you in? Where are we at today?
That's a good question.
While you pull that up, we got Ramon Hernandez on YouTube currently having issues logging in right now. If that's still having some troubles, friend, let us know what errors you're going through. We might be able to help you get through it.
Yeah, if you're having a kind of infinite loading issue, we've been working on those, and the long-term solution is to deploy more servers, but not principally like more servers where they are, but more servers where they are not physically in the world. So that's been a thing, but not really a thing. When I had that issue, I literally closed the client and reopened it, and then it realized, because I have pretty good internet speed, I was trying to connect to the Paris server, and I live in the US, and that didn't work well. So then I reloaded the client, and it was like, oh, you're in the US. Here you go. So if you're having an issue, that's what I recommend to start. And then if you're still having an issue, I recommend trying to use a VPN to connect you to the servers. But just keep in mind that if you are using a VPN, then the website itself may think that you are among a botnet, right? Because bots often use VPNs and things like that. So we're going to try to, of course, continue to optimize and fix and adapt. And that's the whole point of an alpha, right? When you play in an alpha, you understand that things aren't perfect, and we are making them better and better every single day. So give us all your feedback.
Oh, let me get out of the way again there. Got our instance here. Looks like 2989.
Yes, 20989.
Okay, but as we continue on, when are the streaming? We got no calendar. Oh my God! When iOS and Android? When
let's go back. Did we answer the calendar thing? Yeah, we did. We did. When iOS is not scheduled until the desktop client is finished, and then we can move forward to the mobile clients.
And we're actually technically going back to mobile, right?
Yes. Yeah, because the Sandbox started there. But not the Sandbox 3D, not the Sandbox blockchain. That was for the Sandbox Evolution is what it was called. I wasn't here then. Almost none of us were here then. It was just a very small team of like 4 people, I think.
Have those folks remembered? As we move on here in chat, got some folks complimenting me on my Akatsuki sweater, or rather blanket that I had on the chair. That was Holly. She wants to make sure to go off to other shinobis. Got to make sure that folks know. Otherwise, I'm a loyalist. I can't go away. My bad, guys. As we continue on, thank you for the compliments, guys. But we got plenty of questions. When iOS and Android versions, of course, we just got that taken care of. But Ganglis says, can you give us some details on the economy that will be forming in-game, etc., on rewards, on pay-to-earn, renting mechanics? Is there more details on that available at this time?
Sure, I can break it down. It's kind of a long thing to answer, but why not?
But it's going to cover some other questions we have in chat today.
Yeah, the core thing that nobody knows about right now, I briefly touched on it, was a thing called ethos points, which are essentially an award system similar to like an experience, but not a level like what we're seeing here. Ethos points will allow myself and you and Soul Cancer and CryptoCade and Horace Bellamy that are all in the game right now, Chewmeister, we can all be working together for our respective factions, right? So today you saw the opening of, and you may have already gone and played the whole thing, but you saw the opening of the Oracle's faction space, and you're going to see the Scientist faction, you're going to see the Heroes faction in the long-term development scope, and this may change, but this is the plan at this time. These factions, there will be 3 prize pools for every season. The prize pools in Sand are free to earn. They may not have a season pass associated with them at all. Maybe they do. We'll see. But ideally, what we would do is we would all be earning points, completing the quests for our respective teams, and then the team with the most points at the end of a season would get the largest prize pool. Now, there's no hard restriction on how many people can be on a team, but the pool is the same. So if 100 people went with Rad Conrad here, Conrad, and you all were heroes, literally the faction heroes, and your 100 people completed 100 quests, and I'm the only Oracle in the game. I'm the only person playing Oracles. My one self plays Oracles, and 50 of you are scientists. We assume that the heroes win, but their prize pool is divided equally among all the players. And the middle prize pool is divided equally amongst all those players, and the smaller prize pool is equally divided among me alone. So ultimately, as an individual, I would have won the most sand in this example. So it has a kind of auto balancing feature at the end of a season. If you were to change factions,
Right.
then, because you're like, oh, well, this guy got a whole bunch of sand.
Folks. Don't forget, you can always back up and check out the VOD and hear him say that as many times as you need to.
That's true. That's true. Now we talk about in-game. That's in-game earning. What do we do with that sand? So you got users who talk about lands are pretty expensive. We've had that come up, and I referenced this a little bit when that happens. So if you are the kind of person who thinks that 1,011 sand is a lot of sand to be able to buy a land in the Sandbox game, think about the fact that you can play to earn sand for free, right? Sand costs nothing, sort of. But its utility, its usability for buying the lands, for playing in experiences, for, potentially using as like a rental, that sort of thing. You could use it to buy assets. The utility, it's kind of automatic of how that's going to work. So if you're if you're out here and you're earning the sand, of course you could exchange it on your exchange if you need to. If you need to buy a new PC because you're going to work on your new build, then cool. We've seen people do that, right? But for the most part, it's all about the immediate utility that you have. And when full user-generated content is out there, sand is the medium of exchange in the sandbox. So whenever CryptoCade makes that new game, CryptoCade could say, okay, you want to play my game? You just earned 1,000 sand. You could probably afford to pay 1 to play my game. So you pay 1 sand, you go play CryptoCade's game. You enjoyed your time, and CryptoCade gets 1,000 people to play their game, maybe. And that now CryptoCade has 1,000 sand. What does CryptoCade do with that sand? Forgive me if you guys are hearing that notification. Apparently all of my Adobe softwares are updating right now. So you might be hearing a da-dun. Anyway.
Can I hear that?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Just to remind folks, this is not systems that are currently all implemented right now. This is the future of the sandbox and the motivation of what's to come.
And that's the thing is, when it comes to the tokenomics of the, we can already see that they're strong tokenomics based on the distribution, the demand, and we're barely there on demand, right? There's so much more we can do for demand. But as it is right now, the sand token has been strong. It started out at 8 cents. It went down to 2 cents. Now it's $3 a share for a sand token,
Suddenly, and randomly one day. Oh, yeah. Man.
Where is it going from here? Anyway.
But Joe, as we kind of wrap that question up, and you have some more questions, you got to go find Michonne.
Yes, I'm trying.
I'm going to move on here as we continue on with the rest of our night. I am Bengali. Still having problems with the Twitter contest. Seems like the entries aren't quite working for some folks, and we have some other folks confused on whether or not they can still enter in yesterday's contests, and some more folks curious on when these distributions are happening. So if you're just joining us now, folks, we'll get these Twitter answers for you. So what's a good solution to fixing that contest there, Joe?
Yeah, what I would do, if you're having issues with the contest, press Control F5 on the page. Try to refresh that page. That's going to clear your cache or temporary data. And then beyond that, if that does not work, then make sure that you re-log into your Twitter. And then also, when you get the opportunity to tweet, change the text on the tweet. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'll go to the contest.
Right. Go give us some love.
Eventually. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to participate in the selfie with the world of women. I'm not going to fill this out accurately. I should be, but, so I might have an issue if you see where I click participate right here. First of all, I need to attach my media. So I need to have media. All right. I don't have the World of Women NFT and the NFT Institute saved. So if I did, I would attach that there. And then instead of just saying, I participated in the daily blah, blah, blah contest like everyone else is doing. Change it. Change it and say like, oh yeah.
Super great time.
Oh yeah. And the hashtag needs to stay there. All right. The hashtags are the important part here. All right. And I'm just gonna, this was a test. I'm gonna say this was a test for the stream so that hopefully, you know, I don't win via that. I've got other means. Right. I've got other means right now. But, so I've participated and I got 1 contest entry earned. I didn't have any errors, no issues. So I think that's what you got to look at, is making sure that you're participating. You can click verify on some of these participations to make sure that it has worked accurately. But yes, hopefully that helps. It's pretty straightforward. It worked right away for me. But if you have issues, go through those steps. And I'm seeing Jaxa. What's up? How's it going? I like that.
And no,
you're like a boxer with a black eye. Look at that.
You can hang out with your friends at any time. You just have to click join instance. For instance, if you are hanging out where Joe is at right now, you would click / join instance and then the instance number where he is at, which last I checked was 2989. You guys can go in and hop in and hang out with him. So yes, of course you can go hang out with your friends.
All right, nobody tell me where Michonne is. All right, if anybody in the chat tells me where Michonne is,
man,
I might have to give away another alpha pass here on this live stream.
As I'm clicking and gathering some more. Is it just right there?
I don't know. I don't know. Michonne is underground.
Actually have no idea. You actually have no idea. I love it.
I actually don't.
We'll move on to some more questions. We got Jay Banderera on YouTube asking, are there any plans to allow purchase of sand from the Sandbox website? Direct?
Yes.
100%.
Can I give more details on that? Not at this time. But yes.
Alrighty. Clear, concise. Yes. Silver Ferret asks, if I have sand staked in the M-Matic pool, does that count?
It does not. The only one that will count when you're looking at your stake pool, I'm going to go back to that so you can see what I'm talking about here. If I'm on the staking section, you notice the M-Matic doesn't show this little golden ticket notification here. Only the top pool counts toward this.
Got to transfer it over.
So make sure you're contributing to that if you're interested. And it's about a 5-step process to transfer it over. If you need help with that, you can ask in the Discord or tag me in Discord.
There are a ton of people on Discord willing to help with that one. And then, yes, you can add the vision. Normally, adding ambassadors or other staff in the Discord doesn't work because there's so much going on. So
it's gonna work with
Joe.
Today.
He gets them. Don't worry, folks. He gets them.
I see the hundreds of different.
Chat. Don't tell him where Michonne's at. I don't want him
is underground. But where
I don't know if they're
underground?
lying.
All right. Maybe there is no underground. Maybe it's the London underground. Maybe they're referring to the London underground. That's got to be what it is. Where's
Maybe.
where's that circle logo? Yes, sir.
What is a game? I have some friends here asking, what is a game jam?
Oh,
look at you.
Well, a game jam. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Look at that. I found you. What's up? I needed this screenshot, chat. I needed this screenshot. Got it. Got it.
Boom.
Found it. Easy. Thanks for telling me it's underground, friend. You're a real one.
Was it really that easy? I love it.
It was just underground.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert, you know? Go get your screenshot. You needed it for the social contest. So we had I'm sorry, what was that question again?
What is a game jam?
Oh yes, a game jam is a collective competition in the community based on a certain set of rules. So the retro gaming game jam was just ongoing. But essentially it is a defined amount of time for you to use the Sandbox Game Maker on the website. You can download it. It's free at the Create section here. So you download the Sandbox Game Maker, and you create an experience based on the rules. So with the Retro Gaming Game Jam, it's sort of open-ended, but definitively a game that's at least 20 years old, like Grand Theft Auto 3. And yeah, that's right. So you go out and you make a new game in the Game Maker that is unique, that is yours, that's inspired by retro gaming, and you would have had a chance to win a part of the prize pool. So the prize pool for the Retro Gaming Game Jam was 50,000 sand tokens. And so that's a pretty good deal. That's $150,000 worth of prize being distributed for a relatively short time period contest. And there are winners from the 1st through 10th places of all the entries. And, you know, in that particular game jam, I think there was something in the ballpark of like a couple hundred people who submitted. So it is competitive, but nonetheless, definitely worth entering. We have a lot of people in the chat who came in because of those game jams. So, all right. Okay. Where's Mission Underground?
And Joe,
yes, sir.
If there's a collector's item and whatnot to be had, wouldn't that be an NFT? So what is the memorabilia that's coming at the end here? I have some folks kind of questioning what that means.
Yeah, the memorabilia will be associated with your account in a similar system to what ethos points are. So when I talked about that earlier, this like sort of experience that you could acquire for having completed certain tasks in the Sandbox game, ethos points are a local centralized method that we use to, or that we would use to get experience as you go, or similar to when you're looking at like your tickets, right? Let's consider memorabilia essentially a ticket. So you get extra rewards for all future seasons. It doesn't have to be an NFT. It's associated with the account level, just like tickets are associated at the account level, except that the memorabilia is a long-term benefit. So maybe one of those benefits, when I click on my total raffle tickets, maybe one of those benefits is something similar to this season 1 feedback form. Maybe it gives you more tickets in season 3, 4, however many we go. I actually know how many we go, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay. So we have memorabilia as a long-term thank you for being here, right? The sand, of course, is a short-term / long-term thank you, depending on how you use your sand. But the long-term thank you, regardless of what you do with your sand, the memorabilia is associated with your account. So, now...
Chat. There hasn't been another forum since that very first one in the giveaway. I see some folks questioning on whether or not there's been another one gone out yet, and there has not been. We're just answering some questions, hanging out with you in this extra long live, and we want to make sure we get everybody taken care of today while we give away 4 alpha passes.
How many have I done all of the questions? Let me double check here. I'm going to go to the play section, and I'm going to double check as I'm looking at the Villa Deluxe. I completed and played through Villa Deluxe pretty quickly. I actually probably should have read more into like the story with the Walking Dead piece, but I can go back in. I can play it again to experience the story later when I'm not answering all these lovely questions in the chat. So here's the thing, chat. As I've completed Villa Deluxe, what do you say we celebrate together? You want to celebrate together, Conrad?
Yeah, let's get it.
How do we celebrate here at the Sandbox game, Conrad?
I'm pretty certain we can give away a hat.
Oh, you want to do a hat?
I think we want to mix it up, give away a hat.
You want to do a hat? I was going to do a hat in the middle. I was going to do a hat in the middle. But you know what, chat?
I think right now is a great spot.
It's hat time. Let's do a little hat.
Our chat's getting a little antsy. We're getting a little bored. Getting all these crypto talk going here. So
no, wait.
So do you know what?
Somebody suggested doing an alpha and a hat. Don't worry, we'll give away 4 alpha passes on this live stream. But right now, the form in your chat.
Right now.
over on youtube.com, twitch.tv, going out soon to Facebook, is a Wizzy the Green NFT hat asset. This is an NFT that you can use in any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game. And I'm going to show you, if this is your first time joining us, oh, it looks like there's a Wizzy the Blue for sale in the marketplace. Wow.
Look at him.
Is that Alex? Who's selling that?
I don't know. Did one of those?
There's no way anybody else can sell these. I don't think. No, this is being sold by user Asterion.
Look at that.
Okay, so over at the marketplace right now, if you want the original Wizzy the Blue NFT, it's available directly in the marketplace right now. Sandbox.game. I've never seen one of those for sale on the website, so I'm assuming Asterion is one of our approved creators, one of our artists. So they have permissions to be able to sell in the marketplace. But nonetheless, excuse me for slapping a mic right there. Wizzy the Green's lucky hat. That's the form right here. I'm going to link it one more time in the chat just in case you missed it. So you can see that Wizzy the Green. There we go. Yeah, Alex was confused by someone selling it, mentioned that, and didn't seem happy about it. Hey, you know what? It's there. What are you gonna do? That's the DeFi aspects. I'll tell you that right now.
It's the mindset you should have.
So the Wizzy the Green hat right here. We've got 193 responses right now. 451 people in the chat. I'm gonna give a second for the Twitter users to make it over. Get you a chance to win your NFT right now.
On Facebook Day, I'd like to see a Facebook winner. That'd be
there we go.
Hilarious.
Maybe somebody from D Live could come over.
D Live would be fantastic.
We haven't seen a Theta or a D Live winner.
Follow-up question: Marble Race. Don't worry, we're looking into that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot to install it. I'm sorry. We laughed.
We're definitely considering that one. Don't worry.
Yes, we'll do a marble. You know what? Okay, I have an idea.
Should we try and set that up for the last one?
How about this? Tigers, White Sun. All right. I don't know how many people, what the maximum number of people is that we can do in a marble race, but
I think it's 1,000.
1,000?
I think it's several thousand, Joseph.
Several thousand. Okay.
I think it's a pretty big deal, if I remember right.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the maximum amount is because we're currently working on something. For a celebration near the end of the alpha here.
It is 1,000, apparently.
1,000. Okay. So we're working on a celebration. Maybe we'll do some marble racing just to close out the alpha. Like at the very end. After all the stuff that I probably shouldn't talk about that we do on that day. I know we're going to do NFT giveaways like crazy. It's a big celebration. We're working on it right now. But, you know, we'll figure that out for later. At the end of the alpha, we got a big deal coming down. So
figure it out.
Yeah, and we'll talk all about how to enter and do all that sort of thing. It'll be after all the fun, all the cool things, while we're partying with everybody who's got an alpha pass. Yeah, there's gonna be good stuff. Anyway, so we got 447 people, 452. There's 463 people in the chat. So as soon as it gets to, let's say 475, so those people who came over from D Live, Twitter, they get a chance. I saw somebody say they came over from Theta over to YouTube. Because unfortunately, our chat service doesn't go out to those two because they don't have integration with these third-party chat services. We just kind of put them in there. All right. Wow. Actually, there's 493 people watching live now. So that number jumped up a little bit.
A little bit.
Manglo says, did this good morning, afternoon, evening stream start early today? That's right, Manglo. Because unfortunately yesterday we were having some issues with our multi-streaming service. But hey, we got that sorted out at about 1 in the morning for my local time today. Got the beginnings of sorting it out. And it wasn't fixed until like 7 a.m. my time. But we got it. We got it worked out for you. And now that we're here, we're already doing the second NFT giveaway on this live stream. This is for the Wizzy the Green's lucky hat that you see on the screen right there. And it gives you 44 luck in the game. What does that mean?
So much.
Depends on how you design it, you know?
Thank you for the hydrate chat. I definitely appreciate that.
Ooh, I should do that. I should get a little hydrate. I should get a little hydrate. We're
I'm
going long today on a 3-hour stream.
being daring today and going with the tea. I'm
Going with
finally
a
past
tea,
just
huh?
water.
Okay,
So,
very good. What kind of tea, Conrad?
oh, you know it's pure leaf.
Just regular tea. Yeah? No sugar?
Oh, it is not. It is not spiked today. That is for
No, I
sure.
don't mean that kind of tea, Conrad. We don't do that on the live, okay? We don't do that on the
Oh,
live.
live. No, it's just standard pure leaf, or it's Gold Peak today. That's what I got, not
Gold
pure
Peak,
leaf. My bad.
no sugar,
Yeah,
plain tea.
it's sweet. It is sweet.
Okay. Okay.
It's doing well. Don't worry.
All right, so we had 515 responses. I'm going to enter that into my random number generator. I'm going to click generate right here. User number 5959. Who is that? Out of 515 people, user number 59.
59.
Over on twitch.tv, the winner of the Wizard of Green's lucky hat is Hatchy. Hatchhy.
Hatchy?
Hatchy.
Our good friend Hatchy, not Patchy?
It's not patchy. It's
not
Hatchy.
Hatchy.
All right. Hatchy's our winner
Congratulations, Hatchy.
of the Wizard of Green's lucky hat. Hey, don't worry, folks. If you didn't win this lucky hat, there are many more to go. 200 were minted. All right. And by that, I mean many. By many more, I mean they're going to be gone within a month. Maybe 2. I don't know.
Right.
23 owners
Gonna be outta
currently
here.
of this lucky hat. It is a limited edition. We'll do it on other live streams going forward. So tomorrow, the next day.
Twitch blow up, and congratulations. I love to see the support. Even YouTube is over here now.
That's
Finally
right.
saying a hat for
YouTube's
Hatchy.
celebrating for
Love
Hatchy.
it.
All right. Congratulations to Hatchy. We got 3 more giveaways to go on this live stream. But before we get to those, let's play the next instance. All right. We got more content to play too.
Questions, don't worry. I did see that you asked it 3 times as well. We'll be getting to it.
All right.
We got still plenty. I got a list next to me of questions to go, and we'll be taking care of everyone that we can as we move on. And you have more quests to do.
I got more quests.
As you're loading that up, my good friends, they want to know if there is an alpha asset or sand going to be just on the Polygon network, or is it going to be on the ETH mainnet? So when we claim the alpha pass, I believe the question.
Yeah. So the rewards for the alpha right now, because the only smart contracts that we have on Polygon right now are those that are specifically
Hatchy. Sorry, out of the way.
So the ones that are specifically related to staking. All right. So the other smart contracts are still waiting on that certification validation, right? Those companies that specifically are trusted in the community to say, yes, this is a good smart contract and all that sort of thing. So with that in mind, I'm going to put on my Wizzy the Blues Undying hat and my Alpha Sword. But you'll see that transition, I think, before Alpha Season 3. We'll see how quickly that content comes down. Because we're going to take the data from Alpha Season 2. We're going to take your feedback from Alpha Season 2. We're going to make adjustments, get ready for Alpha Season 3. And I think it should be done before then. But the caveat being that these companies are, because there's only like 4 primary companies that do this certification validation, they have a long line, essentially. So we queued up to get some of these certificates authenticated a while ago. And I think it's about a month or so of a wait to get to the front of line. So we do expect to get there soon, but nonetheless. All right.
Well, all right. As you're going in, this is the Dungeon of the Dummies, right?
Hey, this is Dungeon of Dummies. You're right. Yes.
There's a way to say it, folks. Don't get me wrong. I just
feel like saying it that way, Conrad. To each their own. People are definitely going to call it the Dungeon of Dummies. I guarantee it. Press I to open your inventory and then double click on the item you want to equip. Thank you.
A great little starting zone.
I would like to equip not the sword. You know what I mean? I got to get this thing going here, and that'll start the bridge for going. So I'm gonna tell you a funny thing, chat. The very first time I ever played the Dungeon of Dummies in Alpha Season 1, I think I did it live, but I just ran like this and like got on. I couldn't get the platform to move because I accidentally skipped the quest. There wasn't a closed door here next to this adventurer jet character, which I don't know if that's still his name, but I know it to be that. Anyway, so I couldn't. The gate was in front of the switch. I couldn't flick the switch, and I was like, "How do you get across here?" And I had to parkour from this corner to this platform all the way over here. But it's looking like there's some improvements made, if I can be so bold already. So I'm seeing some quests, some opportunities here. This looks like color code. A color code with a red, a dark blue, a light blue, purple, and black. Black appears to be the number 2. Could be wrong.
And Joseph, our friends, this should give you an idea, Chad, on how far back I am, just a little bit here. About a half an hour in questions. Basilino Castellino, 697 on YouTube asks, are we programmers in the sandbox? Or are we only just streamers? Who are we, Joe?
Well, who myself, I am not a programmer. I have fair understanding of front-end programming skills, as I have needed over the years, related to journalism, essentially. But for the sandbox as a whole, we've got loads of people who are programmers in different categories, right? People who are specifically designing for the Mac. Oh, okay, that switch affects that. Okay.
Now we're starting to remember it.
There we go.
There we go.
We've got people who are designing for mobile, people who are designing for VoxEdit, coders that are designing for front end, back end, all those sorts of things. If you are a coder and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I could do better than these guys, which is a totally fine thing to think, whatever, you know what I mean? You have an opportunity right now to join us at careers.sandbox.game, where we have openings listed on the website for roles as we continue to expand the team. So bring your skills, get in here, have fun with us.
All right. And I'm nobody at the moment, so don't even worry about myself. You can just find me on Twitter at RadconDad. Send me those kitty cats. Let me see those dogs. And I want to see you play in the sandbox, folks. And until then, don't even worry about me. I'm learning along with you. As we got Joseph here and his pool of knowledge that I can keep asking. And our friend Sloth Nuggets says, hi, Legends. VoxEdit noob here. I'm wondering how to change the opacity of a voxel to give it that glass effect.
Okay. Most users can't do that right now. In fact, the opacity effects are only able to be done by those of us who have very special access. I'm talking about Alex Florez and like 3 other people. The reason why that is because let's look at my character's head, for example. When I look at the head, you see everywhere where you see what appears to be an individual voxel or like a different square or the handlebar of the mustache of this character. That is one face of the asset. So if I made the handlebar mustache itself transparent, then I would have to load the face of the face of the mustache, and then I would also have to load the face of my face, right? If I made 2 voxels in transparent, I would have to load the face of the mustache, the face of my face, and the like teeth area of my face. And so as you continue to do that, you're going to run into more and more optimization issues. So things that are like water, glass, that sort of thing, right now are designed to, only be created by specific people so that we don't, if I can be plain, we don't have to worry about serious, significant optimization issues as we continue to develop the game client itself and the mobile client in the future. Okay, is this...
I'll go ahead and skip ahead to Little League for you. Meta League, I have never played a video game in my entire life. I have zero interest in gaming. There's never been a bone in my body that has ever wanted me to even read before. But as my sarcasm finally bleeds off for the rest of the evening,
I can't believe you've done
course,
this.
my friend,
I can't believe
and
you've
Joseph,
done this, Conrad.
I imagine you've been playing games forever as well. We're, of course, it's integrated. Make sure that, you know, an idea for you folk.
Chatters, I'm going to tell you something about Rad Condad that you might not know. I know Rad Condad from having been the former co-owner of a video game store. All right.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I know Rad Condad as having been someone who... Oh, well, this guy's got armor.
Yeah, he actually wants you to parry.
Nah, I'll just smash him. I'll just smash him. It's easy. Easy peasy, baby.
We got folks calling you out for missing a chest back there.
Did I? I know I missed the one inside the building. But do I just need to, like, whack the door? Hey, what's up, Duck? What's up, Duck? How's it going, Duck? You're cool.
I love it.
Sorry, I love the ducks. It was it, you know?
I'm not sure where that chest was, but
I know
enough about
inside
me.
The number one that's purple.
Let Joseph try and spill some beans on me. Don't even worry about that. And yes, our stream, Alice Chains, did start up immediately after Alex's ended. Don't worry.
Right.
Here we are.
Boris plays. Just beat up the door. There's like a thing. There's a thing here. I got to do a thing. I feel like I got to do a thing.
There's the button puzzle, if you can remember right.
I do remember the button puzzle, but
got some parkour there.
Yeah, we got a red 3 so far. We got a black 2. We got a remember.
How can you turn off the chat in game? It takes up half of my screen.
That is something that we still need to adjust, but it has been on the radar of feedback throughout this alpha that people have been wanting to minimize it. So hopefully that would be implemented, but not for this particular alpha test. Okay, so I'm getting new items, but I'm not taking the time to equip them.
You got to get some extra defense going here.
Wait, I don't want that sword. That sword's not as cool as my sword. No way.
And don't worry,
sword.
Little things like that, little quality of life adjustments. There, you know that there's 15 people working on it right now, just losing their mind over some little tiny
yeah, and that's the thing is like, oh, I can get healed here. Oh, you know, we have to, as part of an alpha, always continue to adjust things, whatever those things may be. So if it's a chat box in the way, then that's the feedback that we need from the community, right? If it's anything at all, bring it up so that we know that it's a thing and we can adjust. Oh, look at that.
Right. The feedback is important.
Have I gotten all the Voxelite already? I feel like I've already gotten more Voxelite than I need to have gotten.
Oh, if anything.
Uh-oh. Wait.
And hopefully that wasn't too harsh for you, Meta League. Of course, I have sarcasm deep in my bones. I can't help myself sometimes. But on the real, as we get some more questions here, unfortunately, we can't change our screens with the quality of life upgrades on their way. Silver 4 Ferret, I believe this is in reference to the teams, Cam Team's Sabotage. When we were talking about they cannot sabotage at all. So if I was to go solo, then I'm just solo, and no self-sabotage can possibly happen.
Yeah, the intention is to have cooperation, right? We're a community. We're working together here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, this is cool. What's up, Duck? Oh, another treasure.
Oh man. Oh, piece candy.
What's going on here?
Oh, piece candy.
Oh, I closed all the thing. Be observant and find the correct code. I'm just gonna beat this guy up a whole bunch. I don't even care that he hits me. I don't even care. Too strong, you know? No big deal.
Snail, today is my birthday. Good to experience Alpha Season 2 in my B-Day.
Hey,
happy birthday.
It's your birthday!
Love it. And Maddox Furia says, does John read chat? His beard is glorious. I'm not sure who John is, but I'm glad he has a glorious
Hello, my name
beard.
is Joseph, and I read the chat, but also when I have an opportunity, in order to continue to provide great content here, that's what the producers are all about. All right? That's what the producers are all about. All right, let's get it. Let's pretend that I saw the thing. The first one is a 3, right? The second is a 1. Third one was a 1.
You should be able to bring up all your other quests, right?
Incorrect. Well, yeah, so Q is all my quests. I have to, so being observant and finding the correct code is just about,
right.
Yeah, I know that's a number 2.
Is it 3, 1, 2?
Are we going to cheat? Are we cheating? Are you hackers?
No.
3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hackers, bro.
I didn't cheat.
Hackers, bro, you cheating. I like
it, right?
Thank you. Sorry, what? You found it on the Reddit?
Sure. I said it doesn't count if I read it.
Oh, very good. Yes.
There
but
we
also
go.
No. Cheating. I gotta heal up.
Okay. Joe,
that
go
one
kill them
chest. The way to get into this space. You can see it right there. You can see it right there. How do I get in? Am I gonna die? I need it.
I know. We believe in you. But as I move on to some more questions, you're going to hear that a lot, folks. We already answered on what some memorabilia are, some of the Twitter questions that we had rolling along. And I'm trying to find our good friend Backspace. He was having some issues with the Twitter contest. Hopefully that's kind of cleared up for you, Backspace. And Jason wants to know on YouTube, can you earn daily, or is it only at the end of the season?
The play to earn redemption is set for April 1st, I think is what it said. So if you have an alpha pass and you have earned or completed your quests so that you have rewards, right? Like this is my estimated rewards if I get an alpha pass. Then the claim rewards button here, claim your rewards on April 1st. It'll be all of them all at once as one single transaction.
Excellent.
I feel like, oh, hey, wait, hold up. Excuse, another one.
And
look at the duck hiding with the other birds.
Wait, look at that. Oh,
how did I miss that one? I don't know. I did that too. Yeah.
Oh my god. Our friend Danny on YouTube wants to know, do you know when the last public sale is planned for? Do you have any idea?
The last public sale is currently estimated to be either the end of this year or early next. What? Okay, I went in here. I got my little secret space. I feel like there needs to be more to this. Are there more secrets? Did I not cut other ropes?
I believe there is an orc next to a chest that you have to kill. That's what chat was going on about for just a moment there.
It's just this guy? This is the only guy I haven't killed? The only guy on the map that I showed mercy to? Is that what you're saying, chat?
I think so.
Are you kidding me?
Look, there's a chest.
I'm the dude that really desperately, I wanted to like climb the whole tower and jump in the hole at the top and like fall to the bottom to grab the chest and have it open. I wanted it to be that hard. Now, of course I wanted it to be that hard when I was completing quests on a location called the Dungeon of Dummies. And I have proved without a shadow of a doubt that I am a dummies. All right. Well, we've completed all of our quests. Chat.
Gold Palcreens in chat says, Mr. Winning and I just got back from Best Buy. My 2014 keyboard that's been broken finally broke well enough for me to get a new one. Congratulations.
Oh, no.
New keyboard.
New keyboard. Who dis? The current keyboard that I use, I got from the Best Buy as well. I don't remember what the model number is. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Got myself a nice new Logitech one. It was pretty cool.
I love it.
All right, chat. Chat, you've been waiting. You've been watching. You've been seeing me complete the Dungeon of Dummies here. And you've been thinking to yourself out loud. What have they been thinking, Conrad?
Another forum?
More giveaways on this stream?
What?
Folks, fill out this form right here. For your chance to win an Alpha Season 2 pass. This is the second of 4 total Alpha Season passes that are given away on this live stream. All right. Chat says win Alpha Pass.
As your question is going to go away as people try and fill out this forum here, I'm going to try and snag that there. Can we use any controller? There is not native controller support. There is third-party controller support.
Yep.
I know some folks are using things like DS4 Windows, I believe. Some other things are going on. Like some people are saying their Steam is allowing them to do some bypasses.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, if you're using a remapping software that can remap your mouse to a joystick and your WASD to a joystick, then you can remap essentially anything. And that has allowed people to use controllers. So that's been the process so far. But let me jump back over to the map here and get ready to jump into the next instance. The next one should be pretty quick. The way to Zalia, I know it to be a 2x1 experience that has changed from Alpha 1 to 2. It used to be that you would have a sort of like this technical Tron-like effect transition over into the Oracle style format as you came through the portal, but we'll see what it looks like. Here, we got 506 people joining us right now on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and with that form, I'm going to link it one more time for those people who are coming over from Twitter.
Thank you. If you can fill that out, I was saying thank you for reposting that form.
Love it. What was that question, folks? Conrad? What was the question? Do we have any other questions that came through that I missed?
Oh man, we have so many, Joe. You know that there is going to be unlimited questions for us, especially on these longer lives. Alrighty. As we get back to them, let me find my place again.
So, quick question while you're finding your place. PG Live PT says, are all lands on the same level? Because today I played a map that looks like it always is going up. PG Live PT, all lands are instanced, meaning that it is where the developer defines the spawn point. Otherwise, they're all on the same depth. They have a total depth of 128 meters, regardless of how big your experience is.
Our friend Alice and Shanes, I believe on Twitch, asks, how many alpha seasons will there be? And will there be beta seasons?
I have that number and can't tell you, because that might change. So I don't want to set your expectations to say we're doing 46, which is, I'm trying to make a ridiculous number up there. You know, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're doing 46 alpha tests and then we only do 40 or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Both of those should be ridiculously high numbers for you.
Mr. Winning, thank you. I'm just getting some hydrates. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, hydrate. Okay.
Answer that then. Is that really what it is?
I mean, it's definitely not that high. There is a number. It is
between
greater than 2. It's greater than 2. I'm not going to give you a between this and that, because it could be 3 if we have everything perfect. You know what I mean? It could be. Yeah. So the reality is, a product enters beta when it enters 1.0. And then we can, or essentially, maybe like 0.9 or whatever. And it enters beta, and you're saying the game is feature-filled and we're not changing anything anymore. All the tools are complete. We've finished the product, and now it's bug testing. And that's it. And so we're not there yet. We're still adding things. So until that finishes, then the term alpha won't finish for the season, because the season itself is changing. The website is changing. VoxEdit is changing. We're adding new features, new functions based on feedback that you guys give. So as long as we continue to add new features and functions, we'll be in the alpha for the most part. Once we get into that 1.0 state, we start working on the mobile game client potentially asset creation softwares on other platforms, that sort of thing. But that's later on in the roadmap. We have roadmap for all sorts of things. So let's see if we get on to that next one real quick here, sir.
All right, Grayson Slade says, Joe, been a lot of passes giveaways by projects in the sandbox. Info comes from reliable sources, but would love verification from you folks that this is the thing this season. Just giveaways everywhere.
Yes, mostly, yeah. So there are loads of partners that we have, streamers, that sort of thing. The caveat being that you should never, just for your own personal safety reasons, let's assume that Conrad was on a live stream and Conrad was giving away a pass. If Conrad ever asks you for anything more than what we ask in this form, which is your ETH address that is public information, your email associated with your account, and maybe your username on the platform you're submitting. Those two aren't even really necessary. It's just nice to be able to say it out loud for you guys. We have the ETH address allows us to send stuff to you, but doesn't give us permission for you to send stuff to us. So if you ever see somebody say, oh, we'll scan this QR code, or, I need your seed key to do this. Like, no, that's not real. That's not us. Stay safe out there. But yeah, and we are having loads of different, the critical thing is there's 10,000 alpha passes to distribute among a variety of different distributions, different giveaways, but they're all being given away. We're not selling them to anyone. So yeah.
And Maddox of Furia, don't worry, we're in a weird streaming month. Normally there is a strict streaming schedule that's actually given out, that is adhered by, but otherwise, yesterday we ended up having some technical difficulties, so today we ended up being an hour and a half early. We got an extra stream in. Wednesdays we don't actually normally stream, but during the alpha, we're here 5 days a week for you. We're going to make sure to give all the news in for you wonderful folks. What time is the contest drawing tomorrow? Oh, I'm not sure. We're getting ahead of myself.
Chris Alex 75, the contest drawing tomorrow will begin at 10 a.m. UTC. Distribution, or like figuring out if they're valid entries, all that other stuff, all the work parts that we have may take some hours. So, don't worry. If you are a winner, you will be sent an email that says you are a winner. And if you aren't a winner, you're going to have more opportunities to enter in the weeks to come, because you don't need an alpha pass until you get to that claim point, technically. You don't need...
You can get the funds put up for a stream pinup calendar put together.
I'm not doing it.
I'll be the first to volunteer.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Oh, we could at least get Joe smiling on the front of it.
But you know who is doing it? Over on twitch.tv.
Who do we got?
Entry number 92, Wiz Kush, is our winner of Alpha Season 2 Pass number 2 giveaway on this live stream. And we're doing 2 more before the end of this. So let's run through the way of Zalia. We got 3 quests to get, and we are going to complete them here on the live, and then we'll do another giveaway. I'm going to be firing
some of these at you here. All right. Sidith Harpai on YouTube. Probably butchered that. How do I get an Alpha Pass?
Alpha Passes can be earned on the contest page if you click on Alpha, click Contests, you can see a way to enter for about half of all passes will be distributed through these contests right here. And then the other half will be distributed with Raffle Day on March 31st, where the raffle itself will determine if you have won an Alpha Pass, and you can claim your rewards on April 1st. In the meantime, if you want to increase your chances of winning Raffle Day, then get those raffle tickets in. Play the game. Have some fun. Earn some raffle tickets. You can earn 500 raffle tickets by playing. Raffle tickets, you know what I mean? Having a laugh.
Oh.
M-Sand staking can earn you some tickets. Owning a Snoop Dogg private party pass, early access pass, season 1 alpha pass, owning lands, or having completed a season 1 feedback form can earn you tickets. Maximum possible is 1,100 tickets right now. So just keep that in mind. Those are all the ways that you can enter. There are loads of different social contests that are going to go on all throughout the month of March until the very last week. I think that the social contest will end the week before the raffle day. So just keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure that's the expected plan, but you've got a lot of opportunities to enter. Of course, you can keep watching this live stream where we're giving away alpha passes throughout the alpha for as long as the social contests continue. This is a really cool thing. Who made this like boat? Who made this boat?
This whole
right here?
is pretty gorgeous, I do say so myself. But as we continue on, are we going to be doing any sort of kind of wild ways to give away the alpha rather than just a simple giveaway like we've been doing now? Are we doing any like hardcore parkour by chance? Or other activities? Do we have involved?
For alpha passes? Maybe.
I know,
but for
hide and go seek, right?
I'm sorry?
Did PandaPops just do hide and go seek? Is that what I saw today?
PandaPops did do a hide and go seek event. So those things may happen spontaneously. I think one of the things to note is that it's essentially at my discretion. As I'm sitting here giving away these passes by doing, entry forms and that sort of thing. That's just me thinking, hey, that's fair, right? And of course, to a certain extent, you could have a contest, you could have a competition that would be parkour. All the social contests will always be in that same format that they're in now. But the other contests, things that happen on streams from stream friends and partners and officials and unofficials, whoever may have access to giving those away. Why am I even jumping up here? I feel like I want to just go.
It's hard parkour.
Yeah, you're right. We're on the thread of parkour, so I started parkouring. But the streamer can decide to give it away however they like. So.
Right.
Am I gonna fall to my death on a social
there we
space?
go.
That's what I'm talking
Did
about.
die. Oh man. Please, can we get that pinned up for chat? Just one death. Alrighty. We go back on here. Lots of questions going on about our Twitter contest. Like Backspace, our friend here, does the Twitter contest have a deadline for each qualifying post? 24 hours, 48 hours, etc.?
The deadline is the time that the page itself is up. So currently, you can see the 5 contests for this week. And those contests won't have completed your ability to enter them on the website at sandbox.game until the week rolls through. So I guess critically, you don't want to miss one. I mean, that's my first instinct is like, yeah, you would, if I only went through once a week and tried to do all 5, I might forget on, I don't know, whatever day it was, Friday or something. And then I would feel really sad because I'd be like, well, now I lost out on all of my entry opportunities. So I'm trying to do them, regularly. You can see there's a few of them that, because we didn't do this live stream, I didn't enter in those because I like to enter them on the live. I like to play through these contest competition spaces, these games and experiences while we're here together. But I wouldn't want to forget about it. So I just do them. I just do them every day.
Right.
Is there a duck? Where are my ducks at? Somebody better.
Good to hop back up on it again each day. Make sure you're getting everything done. Checking those Twitter posts, seeing who won, seeing if that was you. But our friend Waxen Water on YouTube says, "Hi, what if I create a game but do I need thousands of dollars to buy a land to put the game on? It's a pretty easy question.
So, yes and no. Users can play your game inside the gallery, inside the game maker. So if you would like to create a game to get feedback on your game, or to learn more about the Sandbox game, or just do it for fun, or share it on Twitter, you can do that. Also, if you did make a game and you made a game that's fun and engaging, then you may be interested in submitting for a game jam event, because the game jams have big prizes. The last game jam that we hosted, the Retro Gaming Game Jam, had a prize of 50,000 sand tokens for the pool. The winner, you're talking about the ability to buy many lands, not just one. And we give away that sand for free. It's part of a predefined schedule of release of this sand token over a 5-year period until there are no more sand tokens to distribute to the community. And then, by then, we would have ways that you can buy, sell, trade internally, and the market will decide.
Well, our friends here, Alex Florez, is finally come around, and thank you for the good love. I did make this beard myself, and it might get shaved. It might get shaved right here on the Sandbox if we get something outrageous happen. I don't know yet. I've already put it up for auction, but Julia says, Joseph, last stream, Lucas complaining, what can't you do? And for Alex, parkour. And it was just a big old rip moment, apparently. Might have had to been there, but
Are you gonna come into this live stream right here on your twitch.tv, Julia G. Gulia, and you're gonna tell me that I can do anything for the Sandbox, but I won't do that? That being parkour? Is that what you're saying right now?
I think that's what's happening right now.
I can't do parkour. You know what I gotta say to that, Julia?
You just die a lot.
G. Julia. All right. You know what I gotta say about that is, if you head back to the live stream just 2 days ago, all right, where we were hanging out, I'm gonna go over to the map. I'm gonna show you where on the map you can test and play this right now. If you're hanging out in where was this? Which location was it? It wasn't the NFT Institute. Rooftop a la mode.
Over the box,
we were playing
parkour, just not very well.
We were playing in rooftop a la mode, all right? And there was literally one user that for the first half of the live stream could do what I was doing. So yes, I'm not a speedrunner. I'll give you that. But I got that parkour, all right? I understand.
Okay.
I understand what's going on. Across the rooftop parkour. Soul Cancer in the chat. Thank you. Appreciate you with the shout out right there. And I challenge you to go at Mr. Winning 247. Look at Mr. Winning's location where they took a screenshot of them dancing upside down on a wire in rooftop a la mode and duplicate that. Julia G. Gulia. Because I promise you that it's going to be a challenge for you and it's going to be a lot of fun. User said it was a lot of fun trying to do what we were doing there. So we had a good time. Julia, it's all with love. The Sand fam out here.
Of course. Okay.
All right, so folks, it appears we've completed the way to Xalia, and it's time to move into Xalia Sanctuary with one of my favorite locations in the Sandbox game that I have experienced so far. Conrad,
why don't we get ourselves hydrated up in here, Joseph?
You gonna get hydrated? All right, we can do a little hydrate. Here's the thing we're gonna do. DJ EJ says, takeaway time again? I'm hungry. It's not takeaway time, DJ EJ.
Oh.
But it is giveaway time.
I'm starving. Is DJ EJ gonna
You gonna order me a pizza? You gonna order me pizza, DJ EJ? There's 568 people in the chat, and not any of you, not a single one of you have filled out this form yet to win an Alpha Season 2 pass. It's in the chat right now.
Number 2.
If you'd like to win.
Swoop. Ooh, looking sharp. Nice.
I need a new I need brand new hair. All right. I need brand new hair. I need a haircut.
I haven't seen my barber in over a month, my friend. I'm right there with you.
So bad. I'm telling you. I need, and the users who are asking, as you're filling out that form, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people playing right now. And I'm playing in instance number 21062.
Right there, folks. Check them.
If you want to come hang out inside this social-based experience at the Zalia Sanctuary.
Can you post that again for me as I pull up another question for you?
Another one.
Thank you so much there, Joseph.
There you go. Joe, this is the next extreme parkour for you. What you got, Francis? What's the extreme parkour?
You got to scroll up a bit there and look at Twitter status.
Oh, okay. All right. One second.
I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna post it between our chat here.
I got it. I see it.
Our personal chat.
Reach the top of the tower. Wait, but what if I told you you could just barely an inconvenience?
Can you just take the ladder?
No. You can walk on the wire.
Oh, okay.
That's all right though. That's a pretty good challenge. I like that. Challenge some people do a little tightrope walk from the one building to the other building. I know it's hard.
Right.
I know it's hard. I guess my problem is that when it comes to like hiding in the main hub, that's the spot that I have all my hours in. Right? Like when we were getting samples, we were playtesting, we were showing it off to the world. Those were the places where I was like, try to get here. Let's see what you got. Because once upon a time, where the Scientist Hub portal is back there in that like desert-like region, you'll see above the Scientist Hub section, there's a lighthouse. And it used to be that lighthouse was just something behind like 30 or 40 different obstacles that you really couldn't get to. And I would jump from the top of the windmill at the heroes area along and on the back wall, and then back behind the giant portal and get stuck there in that spot where the only way you could get out was to /respawn. And that is part of the reason why the whole map has been redesigned like 3, 4, 5 times, because of people like me finding things like this where we will intentionally go get stuck and have fun. But that's a good tweet. I appreciate it, Francisco da Silva. Right. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna retweet that because it's funny. I like the one with the like Touche like character there hanging out. Maybe that's Touche themselves. I don't know. I could be wrong. But inside the tower, that's pretty funny to me.
Right. Okay. As we move on, our friend Kryson Dimitrov. I probably butchered that.
What's up, Dimitrov?
I've been unable to stake since the beginning. I messaged support 3 days ago and still waiting for support. What's up, guys? Triple exclamation point.
Sure. So if you're having issues staking on the website at sandbox.game, the recommendation is that you press Control F5 so that you can refresh your web browser by clearing temporary data. That if you're getting that little alert that says Web3 error, you do that first. And then if you're still having issues, then you could try turning off the gasless transaction option. If, paying 1 penny worth of Matic is no big deal to you, then you could do that. Otherwise, you could try to remove the Polygon network from your MetaMask and re-enter the Polygon network into MetaMask so that you don't have to fully uninstall the whole thing and reinstall the whole thing. And then it's going to reread the smart contract there. That's worked for some people. So if you're having issues with that, then those are common solutions to it. I love it. I love the fact that we can just party literally anywhere. We just exist in the verse, right? And everybody's like, yeah, let's party right here.
Did you already close that forum? Is that what I'm reading?
I did close that forum.
That's right. Why you're having trouble, folks. There was no mistake there.
No issues there. I had to turn it off as we reached 600 people. 600 people in the chat. Yes, Krasen Dimitrov. Yes, so that is the solution to your Web3 error fix. So Eamon, Alatus says the same. Something else is if you're using Brave, probably change to Chrome browser also. So, but clearing your cache data as Eddie Truitt over there, Fast Eddie over on YouTube.com. And that's what Control F5 does, is it clears the cached or temporary data on the one page specifically.
Right. And D. Lee, you may have missed it. There is third-party controller support through lots of different ways. Some people are using DS4 Windows. Some people even say that they got their Steam to go through it. But otherwise, right now, no native support for controllers, though soon TM, we want all those wonderful quality of life.
It's a feature that probably will be implemented relatively soon, but maybe not. Like, it's not listed as high on the priority list. It's something that clearly a lot of people really like. And I've seen that on socials, and so that's part of what we will review at the end of the alpha is like, what features do people want most? How does that compare with what we need to implement most? And then for scope, can we get that in before alpha season 3 hits? And on what version of the client would we be waiting for that, if that is the case? But, Conrad, 595 people in the chat.
Who's our winner?
User number 261 on this form. I haven't typed it in yet.
All right.
Let's see here.
This is giveaway number.
I'm gonna.
Is that what we just did for alpha passes? Giveaway number 4 total tonight.
Yes, the third alpha pass. So correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't hear that. 1 second. You all are going to be able to hear this. Let me turn down the... Because I can't pronounce it properly, I'm going to have Google try to help me out with this one. All right. So chatters, tell me if you recognize your name. Over on YouTube.com. Oh, excuse me. Twitch.tv. Twitch.tv.
Breaking hearts.
All right. Did we catch that? Julianu. I think that's how that was pronounced.
Alrighty.
All right. So that's your winner here. Alexa says, you can't pronounce my name. Hey, listen. Our friends over in Korea, we're here. Hey, I see you. Giuliano. I see you. In the chat right there. Over on Twitch. You're our winner of the third giveaway of the Alpha Season 2 pass on this live stream. We still got one more to go.
Twitch is 3 for 3 right now. Ugh.
Twitch is killing it right now. Killing it right now. No, that's not true. There was a YouTuber, wasn't there? Is there a YouTuber? It has to be a YouTuber. There was a Twitch. There was a Twitch. Yeah, YouTube beat BT over on YouTube was the first one.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Because they have the next question.
All right.
BT asks, are there going to be any more parkour challenges like the Meta Olympics? And if so, where can we find them?
There may be. The Meta Olympics competitions were organic social contests that were created by people like you. And then essentially they were seen by Sandbox staff, and we said, hey, that looks great. You know, let's sponsor that. And then we reached out. I believe that's the process. I'm not the one who reached out. So, anyway, then it was like, okay, we like what you're doing. Here's a prize pool for you. Let's sponsor it. Let's take it to the next level. So you guys create them, and then we'll continue to support them. Currently, of course, we are in Alpha Season 2, so you're playing to earn right here. Assuming, of course, that you win yourself an Alpha Season 2 pass, then you've got your earnings. Hey, look at that.
And Backspace says, I saw Sebastian tweet on the new Sandbox staff t-shirts. Any chance that they'll have a version to sell these for the SandFam?
Potentially, yeah, but probably not the same shirt. Merchandise options are being explored, but there's going to be a lot of different, you know, if we do all receive the shirt that we're talking about, then is that something where we look at that and go, okay, well, it shrunk in the wash. Okay, well, we don't want to use that. We don't want to use that company or that product or whatever. So
right.
You may see some things like that, and they're all going to be great things. But one thing I would note is that if you are an individual who is creating merchandise for some reason. Just know that the Sandbox as a brand itself is trademark protected. So please understand that if you make yourself a hat or something and you're wearing it and it's for you, then you have fair use in that regard. But if you make yourself a hat and you're selling it to the people at large, then that is quite frankly illegal. So please don't do that. Make sure that you're, because it has come to my attention that had happened once.
Oh, fun.
So, that being the case, of course, we want to make sure that we don't have to deal with that. You know what I mean? We don't want to have to deal with that. Just keep it integrity focused here, and
a lot of corporate stresses with that one.
I mean, we just want to have fun. We just want to chill. So, in order for us to be able to offer it to the community, we have to be able to find Pororo over here and be able to sell it directly ourselves and that sort of thing. So, if it's a really high quality product, you could have an opportunity to become our vendor of that product. But go through it, by official means and not by individual means when it comes to the TSB specific merch.
Yeah, all right. And our friend Francis on YouTube, I believe he was on YouTube. We were hanging out quite a while earlier in chat. This should tell you about how far back I am, guys, and really how congested our questions can get, and how we just want to make sure that all you guys get answered. And don't worry, we will get to your questions, if not on this live, on the next one. Well, Francis says, by the way, I wasn't joking about the thesis research. I am a student at Metropolia, I believe I'm saying that right, University of, in Finland. The topic is the metaverse marketing opportunities. Would love to hear feedback from one of the devs. Hang out in these chats. Start.
Oh, is that why? Wait, community. Is this the same user that said, "Are you devs?"
To actually separate users.
Okay. Well, in terms of marketing questions and that sort of thing, we could probably answer those. Maybe not with direct numbers per se on a live stream like this, but we could, I'm sure you could connect with somebody in the marketing team. They're very active on social, as they should be. And they'd be more than happy, I'm sure, to just have a chat with you about the metaverse and the futures and where things have come from and where they've gone.
Right. I know there's a lot of people that would love to be able to have that opportunity to spread what they're doing in the sandbox and keep the word going, because that's really what's important right now. And that's why we want you guys out there retweeting, sending back at us, because we just want to get this set out to the rest of the world of what we're doing here in the alpha and how early we are. But as I continue, Muhammad asks, do you think the people will sell usernames a couple years from now?
No. Usernames aren't restricted. Your account is associated with the wallet, not the user. So there could be a million Vision X's running around the metaverse, and the thing that's going to define the individual ultimately is going to be the non-fungible tokens, probably, that are, if you're running around with a Snoop Doggy asset, then it doesn't matter if everybody has the same usernames, because you're the only one with your NFT. So, no big deal. Even Punish 31. We got the same head right now on this avatar template as it is, but as it continues to grow and expand, that will not be the case.
Julia, I'm gonna go ahead and say Papa Large. Coming out from the West Coast there. Don't worry.
What happened?
Don't worry about it, Joseph. Our friend Jazzwolf says, I'm playing the alpha on my Mac. I've noticed when I clicked on the play button on any of the experiences, all of them open up with the Alpha Hub instead of the experience I clicked on. Anyone else still experiencing, or anyone else playing on Mac experiencing this problem?
Yeah, I mean, I don't use Mac personally, but that's a good question for the chat. When you are playing, are you experiencing that where maybe you're trying to use a dashboard and you click rooftop a la mode and you're loading into the hub itself?
And
Yeah,
if you
Mac
are
has this
having some of
problem
the,
on Mac. Same issue here. Yes, yeah, only on Mac. All right. Yeah, that sounds like I'm going to go out on a limb then and say it's probably a known issue, but if it's not something that I see reported, I'll make sure to get it reported into there. Yeah, same bug on Mac. Yes, common issue. On Mac goes
hey,
to
look
hub.
at that.
Yeah. Okay. So, if it is a known bug, then we'll get it addressed. If it is an unknown bug, we'll get it addressed. Can it be addressed with a hotfix? If possible, it may get fixed before the alpha is over. If it cannot get fixed with a hotfix, then it'll be fixed before Alpha Season 3 starts. But one thing to note about that Mac version is that it is, this is the first run of any Mac version of any product in the Sandbox game past version 0.3. So it's been a long time since there has been something for Mac, and it had to get completely rebuilt to run. And the tests did involve basically just loading that main hub and running around in that experience predominantly and running from hub through portal to here to there. So it kind of makes sense how that one might have flown under the radar a bit as we continue through the internal testing. But yeah, I mean, it's great to hear that you guys are reporting it. And that's what, once again, that's what alphas are all about. We're going to work together and we're going to get this product up and ready to that version 1.0 as a community. So thank you.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate the feedback. It's going to keep things going smoothly forward as we get hot fixes. Alrighty. So, Esco Bueno,
Nice.
I believe I said that properly. Will there be any drawbacks from switching my account from my standard hot wallet to a cold wallet between seasons? I.e., will there be a history from the previous alphas that would be beneficial moving forward throughout all of the Sandbox related NFTs? But all of my Sandbox NFTs will be transferred to my cold wallet.
So, yes. And I'm going to show you as I dance around. We're hanging out here with Alice in Chains, Faye Wolf, Wistful One, and Broccoli. Wow, dude. Broccoli. Wow, what a good name. What a good name. What a good name.
Broccoli.
Broqlee. I had to read it a few times, but broccoli occurred to me at a certain point. But let's go back to the rewards page here. This is the one thing that's going to define your individual wallet from season to season. If you're willing to let this go, then maybe it doesn't matter to you. But your raffle ticket has, or level 5. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Longer stream today. Longer stream. Joe talks a lot. You know what I mean? Level 5, you get 220 raffle tickets, but you also get this memorabilia. And it says here that it is not an NFT, meaning it will be account associated. So you may want to, if you do come back in season 3, you may want to move your stuff back to, whatever gives you benefits at the time, back to that off of cold storage, your hot wallet, so that you can continue to get the same benefits that you're earning today for the upcoming season. You can see in the tickets section for this season, my account level has the season 1 feedback form approval. I'm getting 10 additional tickets for that. My NFTs land season pass, of course, those are, you could transfer those, that you'll still get those kinds of benefits as the raffle ticket sources are determined in season 3. The quests, you're earning them as you go. The staking, that again transfers from wallet to wallet. So really it was just for this season, it was the feedback form. And the next season is going to be the memorabilia. Hey, we got a bunch of new people hanging out right here. Pampa.
Get more folk kind of gathering up around you.
Yeah, it's a party.
Here we go. We got Meta League asking us quite a while ago, were we gamers? And before the Sandbox. And now that I get the question on a more serious note, yes, of course. I myself, I have a huge background in tabletop, wonderful RPGs along those lines. I played competitive Warhammer, both fantasy and 40K. And along with that, did mostly the design and customization of 40K models. And Joseph, I know you've been around in various game spaces as well, but mostly online video games, yeah?
Games journalism for
There we go.
2012 through 2017, I think. Yeah, I did that for a while. That was a good time. Way back, shoot, I don't even remember when it was, getting my interest there. I was a games tester for Microsoft for a while, all the way back in Halo 2 days. So, I continue to try to translate those skills, what they were looking for, and interpret that for you guys when we do those streams between alphas, when we are playtesting your games live on the show. I encourage, if you are creating.
Quick.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, Joe. We have a user on YouTube caps locking their mind out. Why is there no consent pop up in my account? How to fix?
Contest pop up.
We have contest. Oh, contest pop up. Oh, yes. We got to control shift F5, my friend. Turn it off,
yes.
Turn it back on.
If you're having an issue with that, just control F5 on the contest page specifically. Press control F5. It's going to look like a regular refresh, but when you hold control, you clear the old temporary data out, and it only gives you new, relevant, accurate data on this page. So then when you click, if you're having an issue with pop-ups in that regard, then you might have the Brave shields turned on, or you have the pop-up blocker inside your Google web browser or something like that could restrict pop-ups. That's kind of out of our control, but yes.
But as you were saying though, Joe, like as we were spilling some beans about ourselves a little bit,
I forget. Oh, talking about me, man, I'm just a nerd. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just a nerd.
That's no, it's down to it's taking us to the Sandbox, and yes, Julia, of course, I'm a DM. You don't have to bet any money on that one.
Yeah, he's my DM. Literally,
forever DM.
You don't even have to forever DM. I'm trying to give Conrad a day off in the near recent feature. Look at, I'm just smashed out 2 clips. Boom, boom, done. All right, let's go back to the play section and have a look here.
You're already
that's a little check mark.
And I have some questions inside of the chat. Oh man, please, can you guys change the side of the chat in game? Oh, PG
live
PT.
Yeah,
we want those quality of life changes. Don't worry.
A minimize option is something that has been discussed internally, so you can just go
imagining,
and it's gone.
I'm imagining there's just somebody that's already got it all finished out, but they're just trying to figure out what color that button needs to be right now. That's my hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's a relatively simple UI UX thing, but it actually also puts the need to have your mouse usable, if that makes sense. So, right now you use your mouse and it changes your camera angle, but then when you think about minimizing that, unless it's a button on the keyboard, and it can't be S for social, but you know what I mean, something like that, then we have to make it so the mouse is accessible, similar to when you push N here and we're looking at the NFTs. So it may be prudent for us, and this is where the testing comes in, and see quality assurance people will take a look at this and go like, yeah, I hate it. But if the chat is its own pop-up window for the social hub, or the social spaces, then maybe that's a good idea. If the chat is, we have a key that we can click to make the mouse come out of the changing your viewpoint, then maybe that's a good idea. But yeah, so there's things to explore, but certainly we know that's an issue. Check out this duck while we're here.
Love the duck. And Ray Dub, don't worry if you do not see me with your question yet. It's more than likely been taken down. We will get to it. No need to switch an account and say it again. I got you, friends. I got you.
Hey, we're at the top of the
trying to get through.
All
right, I'm gonna Do some more quick fire at you here, Joe.
Quick fire. Let's go.
If I buy land right now, can I have an alpha pass?
No. We're giving them away for free. We're not selling them. You know what I mean? Regardless of how you spend sand or any crypto. This is my favorite spot, by the way, right here.
Okay. Fernando, all day Guida, I probably butchered your name. I apologize. I am a Unix system admin and a GCP admin. Do you have an opening for this position? XD?
Careers.sandbox.game. Check them out. Front end, back end.
Folks. Front end, back end, side end. I don't know.
You got options.
Here we go.
You got options. Check it out.
Siddharth asks, how do we get alpha passes?
Giving them away right here on this stream.
Checking them out. Getting them live. Hot chips and sources.
Wait, hold up.
Go ahead.
Also, website, sandbox.game. Click contests under the alpha section. There's more.
Oh, okay. Man. Oh, my dogs are going crazy right now. They're hearing me going through these questions. All right. Hot Chip and Sources says, was there a consideration of April Fool's claim date and the prevalence of bucks in the crypto? I had already discussed this with Joe once upon a time.
Yeah.
That the end day for season 2 is on April Fool's.
Like, it's funny, but also
it is silly.
We are not gonna
on the real.
You know, as an 8 or something $billion company at this point, we're not going to rug a little sand giveaway. Right. You know what I mean? That's part of the plan. The timeline is coincidental.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird if they were just all of a sudden out of it now.
What else is weird, Conrad? Before you get to this next question, the form you can fill out in the chat right now to win your 4th Alpha Season 2 pass of this live stream, folks. We're making up for yesterday by piling them on today. Check it out. YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook. You have an opportunity to win an Alpha Season 2 pass on those platforms. So get over here if you're watching on anything else, because you know you want to fill out this form.
I did not say rub the duck. I said forget the duck. But do you know what?
Forget the duck.
You can rub the duck if that's what gives you luck. I'm not sure. You can do whatever you need to, but as we fill out that form, we're going to get some more questions rolling.
All right. Yes, Derek, you do have to refill the form. They're unique forms.
A different form. But for everybody concerned about the April Fool's thing, my lovely lady, my fiance of Holly, 10 years now, her birthday is on April Fool's, and she always says her whole life is a joke. So don't forget, folks. April Fool's is still a day. It's just a normal day.
A regular old day. We're just hanging out.
Gotta make it a thing. Cookit says, Jenkins says, what are some potential other softwares for asset creation in the sandbox?
You can create using the VoxEdit software that will not only allow you to create the voxels by which you define your assets, but also animate them so you can create the dance moves that you're seeing on the screen right now for any assets that you create.
All of our friends there behind Joseph on the actual screen there, you can do wonderful animation just like these folks. And I will rub it. It gives me luck, just like the Wizard of Green. I love it. You gotta get that luck. And Ray Dub, finally, I am to your question here. What will happen to the M-Sand reward after the 4 weeks? What happens to my staking? After the contest is over, after I'm no longer winning tickets, Joe? What do I do with my staking?
You're still earning sand. So if you're on the website at sandbox.game, you're literally just getting free sand. We give away 500,000 sand tokens every week right now. And this can change. But yeah, the first month that we opened this, for the first month, we're giving away 500,000 sand per week. How it develops over time as different programs implement themselves, different ways to earn sand step into the system, this could change. But as it stands right now, 300,000 sand weekly reward on the M-Sand Matic pool. Got 500,000 sand weekly reward on the direct M-Sand contribution pool. So while you're directly contributing, yes, you're earning the tickets to give yourself a chance to get that Season 2 pass. But also, you can see that so far, in the last 4 days, 20 or 4 days. Sorry, 2 days and 2 hours. That's how long since I claimed. I've got 14,000 plus sand contributed to the pool. I've earned an extra 27.88 sand doing nothing, just hanging out, keeping it staked. So keep it staked and you'll keep earning. And then you can claim it once a week for free. You can redeposit it once a week for free if you want to have those earnings compound your interest. I recommend people do this. Usually, if they win their first game jam and they get that 4th through 10th place, maybe it's 1,000 sand winning or something like that. If that's the case, then I recommend that they stake it and just wait until they've earned that extra 11 sand that you need to be able to buy a land, and then start participating in a land sale, because they're making great creations. So why not publish them to the metaverse where people are going to want to play them?
Boom.
All right.
Folks are
another one.
We got Mr. Dane in the chat. The fact that you only got 27 sand after staking 42K worth is kind of a letdown. I don't think it was a letdown at all.
Well, it's I think I mean, you're talking about APR 33% on this. So if we look at it as a dollars principle, then maybe that's one thing. But one thing to consider also is that when I first bought sand, I've told this story a lot of times on this live stream, but once upon a time I owned 330,000 sand tokens. And I thought I was a real smart guy, because it jumped up from 2 cents to 10 cents a share over a relatively short period. And I was like, ooh, this has gone up too fast and I got to sell it. So I sold it, and now sand is $3 a share, right? So that's like $1 million. If I would have just been smart and held it. If I would have been staking it the whole time, I would have not only had the $1 million, but all the sand tokens that I had earned from staking. And I have not got either of those things, because I thought, I was doing the thing. And we're only in alpha 2. Where is this going in 10 years?
Right.
There's a lot to consider.
And can you pull that out at any point in time? Can you withdraw whenever?
I can click withdraw right now. Not going to, because I want to continue to stake it for the extra raffle tickets for the community booster, for the earnings that I'm getting in M-Sand. So there's a lot to consider, but yeah, I mean, it's free money. You know what I mean? 33% of $42,000 this year is another like $15,000 that I'm going to get for doing nothing. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't I keep doing that?
I hate to cut you off again, Joseph. We have some unfortunate panic on YouTube again. Our friend is at it again. Their pop-ups and chromes have allowed, but my contest pop-ups still not available. You're gonna have to you might have to pop over on the Discord and go into the alpha support, and we might have to get more extensive help there, because we're not quite sure just right off the bat here on the live how to help you. We do as much troubleshooting and answering as we can, but otherwise,
to a certain extent, it may come down to somebody being like, show me give me a screenshot of what's broken or something like that, where we could help more accurately. Because if I can't see it, I can't fix it sometimes. But most of the time, it's Control F5 and but check for pop-up restrictions. The
staff do not DM you. Don't forget about that.
That's true. We won't message you first.
They're going to have that conversation in the actual Discord itself, publicly with everybody else. But moving on, as that forum, we got a forum out right now, right?
We do have a forum out, and I was just rolling it while you were talking about that.
So much going on.
We have 566 people in the chat. All right. And among those 566 people, user number 273 will be the winner from the last forum, 273. This is over on youtube.com. TMO Photo is our winner over on youtube.com. That's the 4th Alpha Pass for this live stream, folks. And we got more coming up as we have a huge dance party. Conrad, what's good?
We get some, everybody's already there. Never mind. I was going to say, can we get some love on top of Joe over here? But no, you guys are already having a dance party going. So as we begin to close out the live of this extra long stream, Joseph, can I make
Yes,
sure
sir.
you can get some hydrate there?
Oh,
As
you already know. You already know we
and
got to
we're
hydrate.
gonna try and answer these questions super quick. Okay, I've only got a couple left. All right, we got some
All right.
folks thinking. I want to make sure we get to everybody because it was a long live. All righty. Are
Him.
you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. If I buy land right now, once again, can I
Nope.
get an alpha pass? Alrighty. How did CryptoCade get a Ukrainian shirt on his avatar?
Go to the avatars section of the website right here. If you click on avatar, it is a custom top that was added, I think today, maybe yesterday, but you can adjust that right here. Click. And I
Oh,
can't remember what page it's on, but you'll be able to find it in here.
it's in there? Guarantee.
It's in
A
here.
Man Atlas says, so was there
There it
so
is.
is there a way to change the scale of a player, like eating an item that makes them small or bigger?
You can't change the scale of a player, but you can replace one asset for another that is a larger version of the same character. So if you don't allow your player to be their avatar while playing in your experience, if you replace them with another created character, then oh, actually that's not entirely correct yet. Sorry.
Oh,
Soon
you make wonder
TM.
on that.
You can't
Soon?
replace your main character yet.
Alrighty. Good to know. And Fast Eddie over on YouTube, I'm using your nickname there, my friend. Will the game be as much of a demand on the system once it's all the way live?
No. That's a good portion of these alpha tests are all about load. Currently, right now, you can see on my system that my Brave browser is doing everything, and the Sandbox is doing very little to my CPU. So if you're having an issue where you've got a lot going on, you're doing too much all at once, as I do, there's a lot of cached or temporary data that stays in. I bet you if I close that one, it's probably gonna. There we go. It freed up a lot of space. So the website is sandbox.game because it's constantly loading in the background. It's constantly updating in the background. If you're having CPU issues, then that's one way to clear it up. Another thing is that you can see the client is essentially kind of working to fill the void, the same way that a Chrome browser or Brave browser may do sometimes. It was only at 20% of usage. Now it's at 62% of usage. So if you had a slower PC, then you may not experience that full 100% cap on your system, as long as you don't have the browser also open at the same time.
Excellent. Alrighty. And Chandelier Crypto says, I can't rescue the old man from the jellyfish. I'm not sure the context on that one.
I do know what you're talking about. You can rescue the old man from the jellyfish, but you have to jump straight on them. You can't walk up to them or talk to them. You have to actually jump through them. So this is with a reference to, let me reopen. This is the South China Morning Post space on the, let me go back to Alpha, as we're on the Hong Kong Star Ferry Pier experience. So you jump on the jellyfish until you get to them, and then you jump through the character, and it's going to respawn you, and it's going to respawn the old man, but they're not in the water anymore. They're on the pier because you saved them, and you can talk to them for the quest.
Okay. And as we begin to wrap up our questions here, Joseph, I just want to remind everybody that, yes, we did go ahead and do all of those wonderful giveaways. We had 4 Alpha Passes and 1 Wizzy the Green Hat given away today. So if you're here for the culture, for the giveaways, they're already completed. We're just wrapping up some questions and getting some music down. Now, once this gets beta, will it be free to play?
Yes, it already is.
Look at that.
In fact, it's better than free to play because it's play to earn. Just throwing that out there. You don't have to own an NFT in order to play. Like, you don't have to pay to play. None of that. The whole intention is that it's play to earn economy. So,
right. Our friend Michael Hitt on YouTube, I probably said it wrong. Are we going to have access to see how many people are visiting our lands once everything is open?
Metrics like that we can see internally. We could probably have a tool get implemented. I'm sure certainly any of our partners are going to request for the same thing. So there's no reason to not expect that, but it's just not like a high priority at this stage of development.
Alexia, I believe I once again said it right. FAC Alpha Pass. Can I somehow work with you guys? Thanks a lot. Go ahead and
Um,
say it again.
yeah, sure. Uh, Help people in the Discord, help people on Twitter, create great content, that sort of thing. That's how people get started with the sandbox. I was like you. I watched this live stream. Alex Florez was live. He was creating the Wizzy the Blue asset. There were questions coming in the chat. Alex was focusing hard on kind of interacting with those people and answering those questions that were coming in the chat. And I was just pasting answers in the chat. And then it finished, and I DM'd Alex, and I was like, I hope that helped. I was just trying to help you. And he said, thank you for doing that so much. And I said, can I just join you on the next stream and we can chat? And we had a call. And then he was like, yeah, why not? Just come hang out. And I started answering the questions. The same thing happens for all of our ambassadors are on, I don't, for whatever reason, my brain's thinking appointment. But
this does play into our next question from Panny, our friend on YouTube. Rad Condad, are you a real employee yet? You seem more professional now. LOL. Not quite yet. I am just finally feeling well and like myself. I finally got some food. If you did not know, my friends, this past week I actually spent a good portion of it in the hospital, and I was on an all liquid diet. Not a great time, but I'm back to 100 and here for the sandbox. Don't worry, guys. And thank you for appreciating what I can give to you. And Joseph, how can I get my creation set in for approval? Says Hundle on YouTube.
So the creations for approval are only for the purposes of if we had a game jam that you needed to have those assets approved, then you would submit to a specific form to have the assets approved, only relevant to that game jam. Alternatively, approvals for the marketplace are only available right now for artists that are in already creating for partners or creating for experiences, and they have a special event sale. As we are continuing to work on the marketplace and optimize it, get it better, and all of this is happening on the Ethernet, but soon we're going to transfer it all over to the Polygon network as well. So.
Awesome. And Dave Carlson asks, does the sandbox use Immutable X or is it on the ETH? I forget.
It's on ETH. Immutable is a great tech, but we're going to be on Polygon. We recently partnered with a service by which I forget the name that allows you to have gasless transactions, similar to how Immutable does it, except that it's not on the native ETH blockchain, which Immutable does. So that's super cool. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they must wrap like thousands of transactions together.
Right.
Upside to what we do is that you have access to your assets basically immediately. But the downside to the Immutable X, if you've ever used it, is when you try to process a transaction, like you're like, hey, I want to take my ETH out. You have to wait until it can roll up with, 1,000 other people's transactions, which for me, in some cases, has taken days. So, advantages and disadvantages each.
All right. And our friend George on YouTube, George Ray, says, how many times can I participate in each contest?
Depends on what contest. I guess that's not true. One for each contest. So the contests that you see on the website, you can submit directly through the website at sandbox.game. The contests you see here, those people who enter a bunch of times just get automatically disqualified. And I can see them on my thing here. So yeah, once.
Okay, excellent. And Meta Monster says, what pint or what point in development is the sandbox? Is there a specific point that the team is trying to get to before a full launch?
Yes. I can't really go into detail, but we have these like large scale calendars, right? And for each version of the game maker, the big number, right now it's 0 point something point something, right? The third number is like what version of this group is it when we have smaller patches, smaller changes. So we're in group 6.20, all this nonsense you see in the top right. So we're going to upgrade it to version 0.7. That's a big block feature set. So when we build out 0.7, we say, these are all the things we can do in this much time. And then we go and we get those things done. And then they all get done and we go, okay, now we're going to release it to you. We want it to be version 1.0. That's when you say it's done. But at that point, then we start working on the mobile client. And we work on, after that, the game consoles, all that stuff. So.
Okay. Turbo Timmy asks, guys, when do we get to use our Alpha Shield to use with our Alpha Sword?
As soon as the Alpha Shield is distributed to all those wallets that had the Alpha Pass.
Oh, man. I'm so excited about that one.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
And how many chances by account do you think we have to be drawn just to completing all the quests, asking for the third time? Please answer my question.
Sure. It depends on the number of tickets you have. Let's assume you have 500 and there's 10,000 people who have 500. If that's all the people that have submitted, then you have a 1 in 10,000 chance of winning, but there's 10,000 passes, so you have a 1-to-1 chance in that example. If there's 100,000 people who are playing and they're all submitting those 500 tickets, just 500, then you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. That's, it's a complex math equation when you start to think about the minutia of, did you have 1,100 and they had 500? Did you enter all the social contests and they entered none of them? All that stuff. But hopefully you understand. It's a relatively good chance and definitely worth playing. I mean, with the prize being minimum 500 sand, and we're already kind of over that, assuming you do all the quests, that's $1,500 for playing, and you're having fun doing it. So why not?
Right. Helping us test out the game, make the game better, and you're earning. Like, what could be more than that? Gotta love it. And as a reminder, folks, we did give out our 4 Alpha passes for the evening, along with 1 Wizzy the Green hat. And we're just finishing up some of our questions for the rest of the evening. If you have more questions, you can join us tomorrow during the live. When is that going to be, Joseph? When are we going live again?
That live is going to start up at 2 a.m. UTC. Convert that to your local time. For me, that's 6 p.m. But we'll be here.
That's right. So if you don't get your questions answered today, join us tomorrow. I'll make sure to try and get to you there. And Gold Valkyrie, our good friend inside the chat over on Twitch, says, hey, is there a way to heal in the instances? Or do you just have to die in despair?
It depends on what it is. In the Dungeon of Dummies instance, and you can scroll back on this stream where I played that, you could see there were like these sort of stone pillars with almost like 4 feet on them. And if you stood near them, you would heal. But in any experience developed inside the Sandbox game, it's up to you, the developer, what does or does not exist as a healing asset. So it may be that you play an experience later, or, there was one that, let me go to the play section so I can be reminded of the title here. But as I played, not in Club XYZ, the Hidden Village has a few healing spaces as well, but I don't remember, I don't think that they are that stone pillar.
Right. Just a different design.
Yep.
All right. And as we bother to finish up here on the live, I Am Bonigal says, if I win a pass, can I gift it to somebody else?
Yeah, it's an NFT.
There
You just have to make sure that you have claimed it before you can send it. So you're not able to gift it to somebody else on the whitelist itself.
You've claimed it yourself, essentially.
Yeah.
So until you completely own it, it's your asset. I can't gift it for you. You have to gift it, friend.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You heard it first. OG Shakes Beer.
Nice.
Excellent name. Uh, Over on Twitch says, any technical suggestions if teleporting from the map isn't working all of a sudden? Also, joining an instance from the chat isn't working for me now either.
Interesting. Not a sophisticated answer, but uninstall it, reinstall it, and report any bugs that you have on the Discord, please, so that we can try to identify it. If you can duplicate this issue, that's the best possible use of an alpha, is not only having an error, but proving it over and over.
That one's kind of a serious little issue there, not being able to teleport and join instances.
Yeah.
Okay. So make sure to try and report these things for us, folks. We sincerely appreciate it. Alrighty. Our friend V over on YouTube says, I have internal server error on contest page. Tried everything, Control F5, change browser, turn off ad block, log out, log in.
Internal server error is the error that you had when you didn't change the text on the pop-up. When the pop-up comes up, make sure you change the text so that it doesn't think that you're a bot. Like, just don't change any of the hashtags, but change the text so that you are making a unique tweet.
Be less bot-like is what we're being told today. Is there any plans? Okay, here we go. Insanity961 says, is there any plans to increase the level cap the next few seasons? Like more quests, more game modes to level up more?
Yes.
I think
okay, so adjustments are coming through user feedback. So in the last alpha, there was only like 25 quests you could do, period. In this alpha, there's 200. So as we continue to grow and expand from alpha to alpha, these adjustments will be made. It's all based on your feedback. So I would project, there will be more to do in the next alpha. We may, take more experience to get things done. But I'm loving seeing everybody, like, not just in the forefront of the frame here on the screen, but in the way back, hanging out there.
Oh yeah, if you were to break this down into thirds, we got everybody represent here. I love it. Our composition is actually working here, folks. I'm proud of you. But as we move on, Coca asks, first person. There are some game experiences that use first person.
Yeah.
Though the game creators, they're the ones that have to turn that on. Though if we want to be able to adjust our settings right now in game, like if we were going into an instance here, there will not be the ability to just turn that on and back on again.
Right. So
I want these quality of life things available for folks that have trouble with inverted mouse, want to do a more first person view, got to turn off that chat. We're looking for these quality of life things.
Yeah, guys. I think the changing the camera perspective is heavily developer dependent. So it's one of those things where, like, if you play a game, like a former Game Jam game winner, Lucid, had a fixed camera and it was perfectly sideways and very zoomed out like this. And then all of the experience wasn't 3D for the most part. It was all 2D side scroller at that point because of the way that they designed it. And that was part of the narrative, that it was 2D side scroller. So, to a certain point, you can have first person. But some of the first person you've seen implemented, if you look up the TWD Game Jam inside the Game Maker, you'll see a nice example by Touche, where Touche had created a first person by making a custom asset that just didn't even have a head, but instead had an arm that stuck out of the head. And like there was no head. So there was no like color distortion or anything like that. And it was just an arm sticking out. And then when you did the attack animation, the arm actually like hyper extended with a bunch of invisible voxels that was just a bullet at the end so that you could shoot things from really, really far away. And this is a kind of a hacky way to make a ranged attack work, despite the fact that they were not implemented yet in the game client. And they are an upcoming feature.
Right. And to some of our final questions here, FG Hanzo asks Joe and Khan, any updates when the whole marketplace migration to Polygon is?
I can't give those updates until I know that the smart contract is approved, double verified. Like, so in terms of is it ready? It's ready. It's been verified once for that smart contract, and it needs to be verified by multiple different organizations. Appointments for those organizations take as much as multiple months to do. That being the case, there is some wait. But if anything comes back where they say, hey, there was a glitch here, then it may be a longer delay. But nonetheless, we are still really early, so you're going to have an opportunity to use it. We just want to make sure that it's good. You never want to rush something out and then have it be apparently functional but exploitable, because that would be bad for everybody, right? So we'll make sure that it's good before sending it.
Yeah, and a lot of friends asking when the Game Maker update releasing.
Game Maker update. I think there's a small version patch coming soon, and then a much larger, as I mentioned, the 0.7 update. Usually when we stream on Fridays, I give you guys a breakdown, and I won't do this during the alpha, but I usually give you guys a breakdown on Fridays of the patch notes, kind of vague, but talking about like how many exploits were found versus how many were fixed and that sort of thing. And that gives you a sense of progress, because as those numbers get smaller and smaller, that means that we're closer to that full release where we can go like, okay, this is functional. Here you go. And then you all get a hand on it and you all figure out how to break it in new ways that we couldn't find with QA of 50 people working on that, So nonetheless.
Right. And as we come down to our final question here that I have written down for these beautiful folks, and don't worry, if your question did not get answered on the live here, please come back at us again. We'll be once again with you tomorrow. But Juan Pablo Lemos, I probably said it wrong. Is it true that I can buy Matic and then swap it on QuickSwap for MSand and then stake it?
Yeah.
My bribe did not work for me.
Yeah, you just
not quite sure the context of the end of that, but go on.
On the Polygon network, it won't be called MSand when you're trading on QuickSwap. It'll just be called Sand. But all the transactions on QuickSwap are with Polygon interpretations of those ERC tokens. So if you were thinking about it in the Ethereum token sense, there's Sand, which is on ETH mainnet, and MSand, which is Sand on Polygon. Matic. That's why it has the M for Matic. So it's a Matic token version of Sand, which is still the same thing as regular Sand, just wrapped on the Polygon network. So you buy Sand when you're on QuickSwap with Matic tokens, and it's all happening. You'll see your Polygon wallet will be the only way to do that, which is the same wallet as your Ethereum, but on Polygon. So you buy it there, you come back to the website, and it's going to show it at the top. The way to check is you can see right now on the website here, I don't know if that data is relevant or not because I'm not signed into my wallet, but you got mainnet network shows that I have 2.6 ETH in this account, 200 Sand in this account right now. And then if I was to open up the wallet and change it to Polygon Network, which I don't have on the PC that you guys can see, then I would see that I had a number of Sand as MSand, but it's really the same stuff.
There we go. You guys got to see it first on the live. If you're just now joining us, then you are getting ready to say good night, friends.
Good morning.
Good
afternoon.
Move on. And we get ready to have the next stream tomorrow.
Friends, hey, if this is your first time joining us as we're starting to wrap up here, stick with us over on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame as we are going to raid one random live streamer here on this show. We have 226 people right now. And as I click the Sandbox, I'm seeing a couple people that are, let me see, Game Design Nerd, They're exploring the sandbox. I've never raided them before. Kind of liking that idea. What do you think about that, Conrad?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. I've never seen them.
Did we do Game Design Nerd? Usually I like to preference people who have a webcam turned on so we can get some direct interaction, but it looks like they're the only one right now. I mean, Boppy Play is an option, Game Design Nerd. But if you're live streaming during one of our live streams, then right at the end, we may raid you. So just keep that in mind as we get ready to raid here on twitch.tv. I'm going to start up this raid. It has been created, so we're queuing it up to raid Game Design Nerd over on twitch.tv, folks. And I'm sorry, YouTube, but that's not a feature over there that I'm aware of, unless we have something. I might have something to learn.
It's got a whole different system, YouTube. We're going to learn you. We're going to make sure we do it right by you as we play it out and we get this raid going.
I didn't want to blow out your ears, Conrad. I feel like I just came with the bass. You know what?
These ears.
You know what?
Too much music has gone through these ears.
You know what? You know what?
What?
Here we go.
That's right.
Come on.
There we go.
See you later, twitch.tv. It's been a great time hanging out with you on this extra long live stream, giving away 4 Alpha Passes today. We got 2 more tomorrow. Another Wissy the Green Hat tomorrow. Come back with us, 2 a.m. UTC. Thank you. Boom! All right, now that twitch.tv's out of here, and we got all the cool kids over on YouTube, DLive Theta, Facebook, and twitter.com/thesandboxgame. We're going to break it down for you. That's right, I said we're going to break it down for you. Conrad, how do we break it down for him?
We're going to break this thing down for nothing.
It's got to get heavy. It's got to get heavy. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been a good time.